What's happening, guys? Welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestle Times PWT podcast. The motherfucking boys is back in the building. Phil here. Yeah. And Hairline's here. Yeah.
Back up in this bitch like your mom's ex-boyfriend.
We promised we wouldn't swear at the start, but Hairline's back for the full thing, so we're swearing at the start. Give me a hell yeah. What?
Maybe next time.
What? Yeah, guys, we're back with another one. We're here to talk about Title Tuesday, and we're also going to throw Raw in the mix because it happened. And man, there's a lot of coping going on, to say the least, Hairline, on the IWC. Yeah, dude. But before we get into all that, folks, we got to plug the Patreon. Patreon.com/Pro Wrestle Times. Shout out Mark Q the Mark. Shout out Rico Reggie Rodriguez. Shout out Ashley V. Shout out all the people in our fucking Discord. Discord link is down below. Some people are talking about, where's the RSS feed? We're noobs. We just figured that out. RSS feed's in the description. Click that and you can add it to, like, let's say we're not on Stitcher or some shit. Apple, iPod, Apple Music, whatever the fuck. Click our RSS feed. You can add it to that shit yourself and just your device should automatically do it. So shout you guys out for bringing that to my attention. It's good to have Hairline back for a full fucking episode. Yeah.
Like you were just saying here, man, fucking, you guys should really join the Discord, because we're trying to, like, be way more active in that bitch, and it's just, we can all interact way better.
Yeah,
you know?
and Hairline's up in there, dude. He's there. He's in there all the time now. So you can definitely chat it up with him. Also, we're trying like a nighttime live stream, so that turned out really well for us. In hindsight, I'm playing future Phil of the future here because it hasn't happened yet, but when this comes out, it'll have already happened. Yeah. So, anyways, though, guys, thanks for rocking with us. We're at Pro Wrestle Times everywhere on social media and PWT Podcast on TikTok. So, Hairline, let's get into some reviews here. Let's review Monday Night Raw, then let's get into Title Tuesday, NXT, and AEW went head-to-head, and then let's talk about all the copium that everybody's smoking. Hairline, where was Raw emanating from this week with this episode?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Nebraska. Is that like a buttfuck nowhere for you guys? What is that like hillbillies to you, or how do you?
It's like right next to Colorado and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's literally like the second worst state to drive through, bro, because it's all just like flat and like fucking cows and bulls everywhere. And
the show kicks off.
Yeah, so it opened with Seth Rollins in a fully packed arena, which is beautiful to fucking see after you look at AEW, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so it was basically Drew McIntyre came out after fucking Seth was just ranting about his back, and Shinsuke is the ultimate villain, and Drew just stared down fucking Seth and whatnot. It was all like, I'm next, bro, so quit ducking me.
And I can't wait for that match. That's going to be like a good one, to say the least, man. We've been anticipating it, and I think that, I mean, that's where you can pull the trigger on him going like full fucking heel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like tweener right now. But yeah, it was basically Priest came out and attacked Rollins, and for whatever reason he didn't bring his briefcase and whatnot. So he attacked Rollins, and then he called Dirty Dom out. And then as Dirty Dom was coming down to the ring, McIntyre stopped him and grabbed the briefcase and threw it at the fucking Titantron and shit.
Yeah.
Do you think Damian is gonna win?
I think he's gonna cash it in and fail. And it's gonna be because of the blood of the Judgment Day, rather. Somewhat JD, something like JD will win such good favor, and then he'll end up accidentally fucking Priest over, and then Priest will be like what fully makes him leave. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, just X-filing us quick there. So then as Hairline said, Kofi Kingston versus Ivar in a Viking rules match. And this was whatever the fuck. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was super fucked how Kofi like grabbed him by the beard and like wrapped him up and then like chucked him through the table, fucking beard first, bro. And fucking, I don't know, man. Ivar's just like, he's so impressive the way he can move around for his weight. It's a hat on a hat. is what the match is, but like it's just it's
Right.
sports entertainment, and then
And they
fucking
and they like fucked up, I think, by like Ivar hit that big moonsault the one week, and then Kofi kicked out and ended up winning, and everyone was like, that should have been the finish.
right,
So then they just like redid it this week with that being the finish. You know,
right, and then the stinky girl came down to the ring and she was brawling around with fucking
the
Xavier
stinky
Woods. And,
girl.
well, does she look
So
like she smells good?
definitely not. Backstage, Ricochet jumps Nakamura. They brawl it up a little bit.
No,
Yeah, I
dear
was like,
God,
good, dear God. Backstage,
please.
Priest has McDonough lifted up against the wall, and everyone memed this to where it was
The point.
Shawn Michaels
Oh,
holding
okay,
Tony Khan up against the wall on
okay.
Title Tuesday, dude.
I thought you were talking about that porn meme where it's the big girl holding up the small girl against the wall.
No, no, I've never seen that.
My
Um,
bad, bro.
no, it's all good. But yeah, so Balor, Priest, and Ripley come in and calm him down. Ripley tells Priest she talked to Pierce, and he and Balor will get the rematch next week. Priest told JD to take care of Drew tonight. Then we get Rodriguez versus Nia Jax. Your thoughts on Rodriguez versus Nia Jax?
Nia's just so green, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
she just really looks like she's hurting people.
yeah, well, like it's just
She
like
she beat the fuck out of Raquel, dude.
I don't want to say she doesn't sell good, but it's just like her facials aren't like believable. It her wrestling's like believable, but that's because she's really stiffing motherfuckers.
Yeah, then Shada rat out to do a bunch of shit. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Shayna, Raquel, and Rhea. I don't know. So like what is this? Fatal four way then?
I don't know.
At
They're just
at
gonna do.
Crown Jewel?
Yeah, I get. That's pretty much what it is. Just like a mega women match at Crown Jewel. Is Crown Jewel before Survivor Series? It is, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
I think it's like
backstage,
2 weeks away.
yeah, it's coming up here. So backstage, Rollins tells McIntyre he went to Adam Pearce's office and made their match official for Crown Jewel. Rollins told Drew, like, but what the hell's your problem? You didn't have my back type shit. McIntyre's like, look, it's just not my business. Da 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 da. He's turning heel. So then backstage we get Baszler. She's like, I don't care if it's Rodriguez, Nia, Rhea. When I'm standing in the ring, I'm the baddest woman in there. No, I think it's just gonna be like a 4-way or something crazy. Lots of carnage, just a way for Rhea to get out of there by pinning Raquel or something.
You think that's like where Jade comes out and just kills everyone?
No,
Or,
no, I don't think
nah.
Jade debuts in Saudi. I think they save it for.
Yeah, good point.
Well, I mean, fuck, man. She showed up. She showed up at Fastlane. She showed up at NXT. She hasn't debuted in a ring, but she debuted. You know, she's in fucking WWE, bro. Like she's all over that show.
Yeah,
So,
dude, she's already $1 million before she's
bro,
even touched the fucking
she hasn't even touched the
the ring.
canvas yet. Yeah, dude,
Right. It's so
it's
smart.
it just shows you like just how WWE knows what and when to do with who. And yeah, man, it just shows the levels to this. Like we see what AEW did and saw with Jade, and then we just see the simple things WWE's done with her. And there you go. That's all.
Well,
It's
it's
all that
for
needs to be said. They
they had
brought
her
her in with
fucking
Shaq and had them jumping through tables with Velvet Cake or whatever. What's her name? Velveteen Dream.
velvet cake,
What's her name?
red velvet or
Right,
whatever.
right. Yeah. So like, come on,
Yeah,
what
I
the
know.
fuck's going on?
Velvet cake.
Yeah.
I, God, dude, the only thing I ever liked by Jade was that promo with Brandy, and it was for Brandy. Fucking listen here,
Everybody,
bitch.
everybody's saying like part two of that. Like, give us part two of that.
Oh my God, you'd imagine.
In WWE.
They're God, dude, where is Brandy? It's crazy she hasn't
Being a
popped
mom,
up.
bro. Being a mom.
We need her,
No,
bro.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it would have been overload corny if Brandy had have showed up yet
No, man, I
in a
want
focal
Brandy.
point.
What I don't want is fucking QT
No, but let
Marshall,
it. No, 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 no. But
this
look
other
though,
girl.
we've gotten all of this money Cody stuff, right? Wait till we
Yeah, you're
get wait till we get like Miz and Maurice versus Brandy and Cody. Just
yeah,
wait
it's
till we
coming.
yeah, just wait till we get something like that. Like it's coming, and she's fucking green, dude. So it's
No,
not like
yeah,
and she's been a mom the last while. She's older too. We're not hating, but she's I think in her 40s now. So
Yeah, no, she is.
She's
older than Cody.
Yeah, so you got to chill and just let that come in time is what I
She's
would love to see her at like WrestleMania and like a beautiful Miss Elizabeth style, like valeting him how she used to. I'd be super down with that. I just think it's going to come in time though, man. I think it's when the time's right, it'll happen. Right now it's him and Oot. What is he called? Jay
Bluso.
Bluso, yeah, but what does Cody
Jay
call him? He
Bluso.
calls him Udo. He calls him Udi.
Yeet.
Yeah, Yeet.
I'm not sure.
he calls him Oots
Fucking
or whatever. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, man. Fucking Brandy's actually a professional fucking ice skater.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, she has everything. It's just like I don't know what it is, man. She's just like not getting it.
Yeah,
But it's like she's technically an athlete.
I don't know. I just appreciate she's spending her time with her young child at her young age, the youngest age where it's the most important. So like I'm not hating on other wrestlers who have a kid and then come right back, but she is spending the next few, they say like the first 5-6 years of a kid's life are the most important. And so fucking I don't know, man. I think that whatever. I'm down with her doing that, and she can just valet him. It doesn't even have to be a storyline. She can just come out and valet him one time and not even say anything, and I'll be happy. Like that would be cool for me. But anyways, man, moving along.
Went on about Brandi for a while there.
Shout out Brandi Rhodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the ring, Jey Uso says it's great to win the tag team titles. Michael Cole asked Cody Rhodes about him finishing the story. Michael Cole was like kind of being a dick here. What the hell, Michael?
He was basically like, Cody, what's it like to be a fucking failure?
Yeah. Dude, what's it like to be scared and a failure, Cody? But he's just like, he's excited to be a tag champion, and that doesn't mean that the story's over, And I just wrote my notes. It's dope how WWE set Cody up as this guy who, quote, like helps bring people into WWE, because that's sort of a shoot with the AEW guys jumping over. And it's like he did it with Jey as well in kayfabe. So that's just genius to prop him up like as that guy, as, oh, you came over from here and you want to finish the story. And like they're asking him at the press conference about Jade. And he's like, it's not my job to hold all these people's hands, but like it's obviously, we all know Cody, like Jade shot on it and said that Cody helped facilitate the deal and stuff, right? And obviously when Ricky comes over and MJF, these are really Cody's friends, so I'm sure they so even in kayfabe WWE, they set him up as like Jey Uso quit WWE and Cody brought him back, right? So he's this guy that they've just set up in to be that guy. So when they inevitably bring Punk back, this is why they're bringing him back. I'm giving you the breadcrumbs they're laying along as we go.
You better just X-Files now.
Yes, because he's the guy who is, it will make sense. It won't be like, why would Cody just randomly? Well, because he brought Jey back, even though Jay's, quote, toxic, bloodline's toxic. He's like, no, I believe in a second chance. Cody's help bring Jade in. Cody's going to help bring Punk back in. And the marks are going to go, well, how does that make sense? Well, it already makes sense. They already planted it, because he knows he's going to cut the promo. Like, listen, I don't want to do this or something. It's like when Vince did the NWO, the poison. Yeah. If anyone's going to kill it, it's going to be me. Yeah. I'm going to drive this shit into the fucking iceberg. Change this shit to
there you go.
WWT. World Wrestling Titanic, motherfucker. I'm in control of things. Yeah.
All right,
get me Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, get Kate Winslet in there.
Yeah. Get me a paralegal. I want to sketch your tits. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, God. Get Billy Zane in here. I like that wig. Yeah.
Shout out Billy Zane. Yeah, I saw him in The Mummy. Who's that guy in The Mummy? He played Imhotep. Yeah, I'm going to learn how to live. I'm going to resurrect myself like Imhotep. I think that was his name. Anyways,
you're going to be a captain, and you're also going to be a mummy. Yeah, we're going to combine them. Captain Mummy.
Yeah, I know. Next year's WrestleMania 41, the theme's going to be mummies. Get me the mummy. Who's the guy? The Yote. Who is the mummy in WCW? Get me that guy. Who is that guy? Get
I
me
own
the
that.
Yote.
Jesus.
And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come down. And I wrote KO and Zayn just come out with their generic wrestling number 2 heel music.
Yeah, dude, I panicked. I was like, oh no. I was like, are they turning heel and the sound guy
They
accidentally played the wrong music too early?
I think that's what's because okay, Sammy tried to pump up the crowd as well. To me, it came because when he plays the heel, he does like the dancing, like rubbing it in the
Yeah,
fans'
yeah.
faces. So I thought he was even healing on the fans because Kevin comes out angry. His gimmick is he's mad all the time, and so
Yeah.
Zayn, I thought Zayn was healing even.
I hope it was a botch.
So I was like, oh, dude, so they're just jumping the gun like they're full blown heels. And then when Zayn gets in the ring, he goes, oh, I haven't heard that music in a while. So they're turning heel and that's a botch, or WWE's just like, yeah, whatever. I would love to know what happened. But in my notes, I wrote, they're just randomly heel again. It's good though, because we need 2 top heels and we need a hot tag team that isn't the Judgment Day right now to challenge for those belts. Honestly, who's going to challenge Cody and Uso for them again? Bloodline or
DIY.
Judgment Day?
DIY.
But they're not heels, bro. So we're gonna do AEW and go face
Yeah,
versus
good point.
face. Like,
You're
yeah,
right.
dude. No, we need a hot team that's a credible threat. So I wrote, I think we will eventually see KO and SZ grab those belts back. I don't know if this was a botch, but if they are turning heel, then that's even more evidence Punk is coming in as well to even things up because because if McIntyre is going heel, then we need a baby face then, you know? So my Mark fantasy booking was Punk goes heel on Cody, which I think could still happen, but we need a big baby face. So these are the patterns I look for personally, especially because Damian is going to go babyface too. By 40, I think we're going to see a shift in guard of like, here's your top baby faces, here's your top heels type shit. And if Damian's going babyface, because the heels outnumber the faces right now as far as big names and shit, and they have the tools, they can even that shit out. So I don't know.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So if it was a botch, whatever, but it is what it is. Yeah. Your thoughts on all that segment and all of this shit going on here.
Like I was saying, I was just hoping it was a botch. You know what I'm saying? Michael Cole was being an asshole. Fucking Blue Soul is having the time of his fucking life. KO needs to fucking start taking some CBD supplements or something because he's just fucking moody, bro. So
He's just fucking angry.
I guess that's the only problem I had with this is that's all like, okay, so it's babyface versus babyface if they're not the heels or
No, there's going to be some sort of heel turn or like they're going to play the anti hero. Owens will be doing mad heel shit. Well, they come out to like Zayn's theme and then KO's music right after. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, or
okay,
KO
but
first.
right. But this time, sorry, right. That's what I meant. But this time they didn't do that whatsoever. They just automatically came out together with that music. That had to be intentional. You know, it couldn't have been a botch, could it? Like they just came out together. Why did they hear the music? But what is that music though? Fucking just generic wrestler down, down, down. Just,
Yeah, man, but I don't know. I kind of like that, like the less is more concept. Like
yeah,
it
dude.
just reminds me of '90s wrestling.
Yeah,
You know?
it reminded me of like a wrestling video game. I liked it, but
Yeah,
backstage, Chad Gable said he's going to win the triple threat match, earn a shot at the IC title. Bronson Reed shows up and tells Gable, "You're not getting anywhere." Ricochet was headed to the ring. Nakamura fucking jumps him. A bunch of the same guys that I know Hairline was pumped to see all interacting with each other. But my notes,
yeah.
I just wrote Jonah versus Gunther would be awesome, and all of a sudden we get Nakamura versus Ricochet again. Please God, no.
Oh God, hold on. Is Fightful fucking Sean Ross Sapp?
Yeah, that's where he works.
Yeah, he fucking blocked me from posting in this group. What a fucking dick.
Yeah, whatever, man. Fuck him.
Yeah, no, I'm just okay. So, anyways, back to the wrestling shit. The Gable chop shit was pretty funny. Bro, I'm done with Ricochet versus Nakamura.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's like people cry about John Cena versus Randy Orton. Like, no, I would take that way before Nakamura versus Ricochet for the
Oh
80th
yeah.
fucking time.
I'm gonna pop so hard when Orton comes back, dude.
Jesus. What do you think
So
they're gonna have him do now?
there's a million things. I think
Oh,
I think
Survivor Series, huh?
see he could also be the fifth babyface and not Punk. That's also the route that I think is the more like if you put a gun to my head, I would probably maybe even bet on that, which is crazy.
Oh, but the dirt sheets they said it was CM Punk.
Well, no, the dirt sheets are all saying it's not Punk. Meltzer's like, nope, WWE doesn't want Punk. They said it, and it's like, dude, you don't know shit. But anyways,
Meltzer, shut up.
we have a triple threat match. Maxine, I wrote Maxine is so good on the outside. She's so beautiful, it's nuts. A decent match. I just saw it so many times with these same guys. But the fact these guys touch so much is important for the overall business, and the right guy won. But uh, your thoughts? No,
No, dude, it was just the same old crap, except they just fucking rotated Gable in.
yeah.
You know,
So backstage, Becky Lynch says she's not 100%. She's got 11 stitches in her arm. She's ready to defend her title against Tegan Knox. Xia Li interrupted Becky and asked when will she get her turn. And yeah, I'm down with that match. I think Xia Li is like the most underrated and underutilized next to Athena in women's wrestling.
Doug. She like walked up, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I totally forgot you were even a thing, dude."
Yeah, dude.
Fuck, what a fumble, bro.
Yeah.
She's like the samurai girl, right?
Yeah, man.
Wow,
Dude,
what the fuck?
yeah. They fumbled her big time. And she's like
Yeah, man.
Chinese, bro. So that's a huge market to just
Right.
leave on the table. I don't know.
That's a
Uh
huge market, bro. Couldn't they
yeah.
have her like beefing with Asuka and fucking
They could have her
and
doing a
fucking
million fucking things, dude. Just put her against
yeah, for
Tiffany
real.
Stratton because, and we'll figure it out from there.
Fuck
Up next,
yeah.
we got Drew McIntyre versus JD McDonough. And I just wrote the psychology of this big versus little man dynamic is phenomenal. It's a glorified squash match. It's perfect. I wrote if it was AEW, JD would have taken Drew to the absolute limit.
Yeah.
One episode of this podcast, we shit on a jobber working over Statlander's knee or leg for a whole match. Now, Drew, so I want to contrast that with this, right? Drew got chop blocked and he got his leg attacked, but he never got his shit worked over for like 4.5 minutes. He fucking just bounced back from it quick, claymored the dude and finished it and was like, damn, this little son of a bitch, It's not the same as like your new TBS champion who just beat Jade Cargill getting her fucking knee worked over for 4 minutes by a jobber. It's not the same thing. Like this was a glorified squad. This was perfect. So the ref was also wonderful in the match. The lady in this match,
I don't
every
know, man.
every AEW ref, I don't know their names. Every AEW ref should take notes from this lady ref here. Hairline, your thoughts?
What do you call her a lady? Why can't you just be a person?
Yeah,
God. No,
dude.
I'm sorry. Like I beat the comment section to it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, man. For me, it wasn't exactly believable. Like it's not that JD couldn't get over on McIntyre, but it's like you know what I'm saying. Like we watch McIntyre just fucking boot everyone around, and then this little guy can um,
Well, yeah, I just feel like they didn't. Yeah, I mean, sorry, you go ahead. You go ahead.
JD's basically fucking Chris Benoit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mini Benoit, Chris
Yeah, for
Benoit.
real. Yeah, yeah, he's like a technician and like fucking he's aggressive
Yeah,
and just oh man, so fucking pretty sure Priest is fucking leaving for sure, dog.
yeah, it's
Just
happening,
fucking
dude. It'll be
I hate
because
it.
JD will try and help him win with the briefcase, or JD will choose to cash it in for Damian and then force Damian into it, and then it'll look like he's about to win, but then it'll slip away, and then Damian will be like, "Yo, I didn't even want to cash this shit in." Like da 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 da. That's my Mark
Right.
fantasy booking.
Fuck man. I don't know. God. Like JD's I don't know, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? For what he is. It's just like Drew's like fucking he's basically Bobby Lashley.
So moving along, we get an interview earlier today with Gargano and Champa. They're just being interviewed by Wade Barrett. I wrote this DIY stuff is cringe. Just have a promo package hyping them up and all of the shit they've done together in NXT, showing how awesome they are, and then just have them cut quick promos at the camera in the back. I wrote this beatdown and everything was just cheesy to me because they get jumped by Imperium. Your thoughts?
Fucking Ciampa's a goddamn mark opening the promo with, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, Wade. It was like, bro, I guess it's good at least he watches the product. He's doing more than Taz does. So,
Dude.
I don't know, man. The Conan O'Brien afterbirth, it's like it's not exactly credible. It's like obviously Imperium should be fucking whooping the shit out of Johnny Gargano, but it's like, oh yeah, I squashed a bug. And it's all like, yeah.
It's just this isn't how you get me hyped to see DIY again. Just show me all the shit they did in NXT. Be like, yo, these guys haven't teamed in a long ass time. They're finally back together. They vow to take the tag division by storm. And then have fucking Imperium jump them, just have them set to face Imperium, and then Imperium jumps them on the way to the ring or something. There you go. And then it's like they didn't need all this cheesiness. Anyways,
in reality, it's just gonna be now on SmackDown. Fucking DIY is gonna attack fucking Conan, in the locker room or after his match or whatever.
So backstage, Tegan Nox said, "This isn't just a championship match. I'm going to show the world who Tegan Nox is." Natty comes in and says she's proud of Tegan and wants her to remind Becky that she was born to do this. Backstage, Ricochet was looking for Shinsuke. Adam Pearce told Ricochet he had Shinsuke escorted out of the building, but next week he will have Shinsuke in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And then NXT Women's Championship match, Becky Lynch took on Tegan Nox. Becky Lynch gets the win. So Shinsuke gets exported out. He gets a Falls Count Anywhere match next week. And then your thoughts on the Becky Lynch Tegan Nox match, brother?
I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I wrote, I didn't care about the Becky stuff. Don't care about the.
No, not that.
Tag. Oh, sorry.
I'm saying Nakamura.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I thought I was talking to you about this off pod. I actually thought Tegan was gonna win.
Right.
Just like
you said, you got worked. She looks really great too. Like however she upgraded from when she used to be in NXT or whatever. Like she looks great. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So my whole thing is like fucking next week's NXT is like the new season or whatever, right? Or
yeah, it's the season finale of Raw, the season debut of NXT, and the season debut of SmackDown.
Yeah. So I just thought going into a new season, we would have a new champion or something, and like, cause like Becky's just gonna keep doing all 3 shows, or
yep, big time back.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wrote though. I wrote I didn't care about the Becky stuff. Don't care about the women's backstage stuff except for staring at Chelsea Green. And then I wrote Ludwig Kaiser. So Ludwig Kaiser gets his own. Or no, sorry, I think I did skip over some stuff, but I'll just talk about it right now. Ludwig.
No, I want to talk about something really important.
Okay.
Fucking the way is clearly still the fucking way. And you were talking all this shit.
I was.
No.
Yeah.
You were all like, Indies down in NXT. You're not going to see Indy around.
Yeah, the roster brand split's a fucking farce. But listen, though. So I didn't mean to jump ahead, but I just want to touch on it because I brought it up. But Ludwig Kaiser got his own promo package. And I was like, Hairline's right, dude. He's breaking the fuck off Imperium ASAP. That's happening sooner than later. Like they really see a lot in this guy, and it was a brilliant little promo thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout that out.
Signing autographs,
bro,
and then sanitizer,
dude. He's his own whole little thing, and you're right. Imperium's gonna possibly break up, and he could be the one to beat Gunther for the IC belt when you think about it. So I don't know. That's something to think about. But anyways, though, yeah. So the way was back there with Adam Pearce, and they talked to Gargano, and I groaned. But Ripley told Pearce she wants Baszler one-on-one next week, and then Natty tells Nox she did amazing. And then my girls, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, came in and told Nox she did a good job. And then
Thanks,
Green and
Natty.
Niven come in, and this is all like I don't give a fuck about any of this. They need to put those tag titles on my girls there, Chance and Carter.
No.
Yes. So
Chelsea's like the best female heel.
I know. Yeah, they should like give her the fucking tag or the NXT belt or something. Like, she should be. I don't know. It's just the whole tag thing. I mean, she's just carrying all of it on her back. But it's like at what cost? I want to see good tag teams having good matches. And Chelsea can have good matches. So I don't know. Establish the fuck. I just want like a team. So is she with Nevin? Okay. Keep them together and establish them as a team. I want to see them winning fucking tag matches every week, because otherwise these other teams like Alba Fire and what's her face, like they are a great team,
Yeah,
you know.
for
So
real.
that so it's like, come on, that's all with the belts, right? And I get it, like Chelsea's money, she attracts eyeballs, she's obviously doing great work. So I'm not saying like take the belt off her, did it. I'm not being a mark, but I am just
I
saying
would
like
just
she's done jobs though. Like she's been squashed her last two fucking matches, I'm pretty sure. So like have her have establish it, you know, like fuck man, like have her weaseling out victories over top teams that she shouldn't be beating and stuff. You know, have her doing that if it's so whatever. I don't know. I'm not complaining too hard. Right. Like I said, I'll look at a handful of these ladies all day, but I'm not invested in any of this and I couldn't care less. I'm like, God damn, you know, they need to.
so like I'd personally like to see like when Deville comes back and Deville's like, well, I was your partner, and then like
Yeah.
Deville and Nevin are just like
Yeah.
competing over Chelsea, I
Do you
guess.
think Mandy Rose ever comes back to wrestling?
I was actually tweeting that because fucking Dana Brooke just started a fucking OnlyFans. So
Yeah.
like, why are we mad at
I'm not
fucking?
mad at it at all. I'm just like, do you
No,
think?
I'm just saying like, why was Mandy Rose fired then? If Dana
Well,
Brooke can have it.
Dana Brooke doesn't work for WWE, bro. She got fired too.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, she got laid off recently. That's why she
Fuck.
started one. Because what else is she gonna do? She's not gonna go wrestle for fucking dude. She was like a huge, big time fitness model when WWE found her. So
Oh,
like
I totally forgot about that.
she doesn't need to like she's not gonna go wrestle for AEW. And then that being said, Mandy Rose is like, come on. You know, like, come on, right? So it's like that's what I mean. Like, do you think Mandy Rose, she was just like at her peak when they fired her.
Right.
She was just on
For real
another
though.
level. So it's like, does she come back and try and reignite that ever? Do you think she just makes her millies every month?
No, she's for sure coming back, bro.
I don't know if we ever see her come back to
Yeah,
wrestling, honestly.
I think so. I don't. It. I don't. It seems like she was just like getting passion for it. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
yeah.
Like
She just like it
it
just
was like
clicked in her head. It
it was
just
like
clicked and she
yeah. It was a lot like Dominic. You know what I'm saying? Where it was just all like, dude, what the fuck is going on with Dom? He doesn't
yeah.
get this shit, and then suddenly one day underneath Rhea Ripley, he gets it. You know what I'm saying? It was the same with fucking Mandy Rose, dog. Just something clicked, and she got this shit.
Yeah. So backstage though, Drew tells Jay he sees right through him, and sooner or later he's gonna show your true colors, and he's gonna be right there to drop him. Da da da. Zayn's like, "Are we cool?" Da 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 da. The Kaiser promo airs. He says he's an A+ specimen, and then we get the main event, the undisputed tag team championship match. You had to figure they were gonna defend their belts, especially with how viral the fucking drunken press conference media scrum went. This is a great match, but yeah, Rhodes and Jay get the win. They all shake hands, so I don't know, man. Maybe a botch, maybe an intentional, a kayfabe botch with the music to get us all like, to mess up where we think it's going. Here's my question: did Sami and Kevin come out to that heel music again, or did they come out to their normal music for the main event?
Yeah, they came out to the normal music.
So then, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I'm
What?
not sure. Like that.
It could have been a
That's why I was saying.
kayfabe botch, quote unquote, to like get us talking about this shit. Because that's the thing that WWE does so good, like with the whole White Rabbit thing, RIP Bray. They laid clues, like they know how to market and get people like Marks talking about things in the modern era. So when they do shit like that, they know that there's smarks like me who are gonna go on their fucking podcasts and go like, was that a botch or not? Heel turn? Da 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 da. And it plants seeds. And I think they could be just playing like 4D chess right now. I just wrote the main event is solid TV wrestling, and now they're milking Cody's and Bluso's entrances twice a show. It's genius. And this is just a solid. They do the 3D, but the Cody Cutter 3D. This is just solid territory style. The champs are wrestling the top fucking, the top team in the territory. I don't know. I like it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, get that sound guy in here. So you want Sami and Kevin Owens to be heels, huh? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you want to play the wrong song, huh? Yeah, I know. Well, ah. They're
He's like,
saying
yeah.
they're saying Triple H is fully in charge of creative now.
Yeah, I also read that.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
That's excellent, but I don't have a Triple H voice, so I'm just gonna keep doing Vince.
But I do
The cadence.
have a Triple H voice.
Ja.
Are you ready? Vince, I mean, Dad.
Pretty much. All right, so fucking my biggest problem with this match, bro. The referee was taking too like they were brawling outside, bro.
Mhm.
And like the referee took like 8 years to fucking start counting, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Are you trying out for AEW? Like,
Oh man.
well, like, wouldn't you disqualify one of the teams at that point? Because it's all like it was like Cody kept going in and out of the ring, and it was all like at least they're like trying to follow the rules, but like, dude, what the fuck, bro? What did their finishers the Cody 1D?
Well, I don't know, but that's just such a bad name. They need to just call it the Co-D. That's what it's got to be called.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's fucking
dude. Well, what do
awesome.
you mean that's good? Fucking come on, dog.
Dummy.
Yeah,
That's what I do. Are you
I know.
kidding me? These guys are gonna hire me one day. I'm fucking telling you. Go
Here,
ahead.
here's what I thought is I
Yes.
really like because of the heel shit or like it. I don't know. Maybe it was a botch, maybe it wasn't. But because of that, I was like, oh shit, dude, fucking. Because like KO was outside of the ring and whatnot, so I was like, oh fuck. I was like, is Sammy gonna fucking swing on one of them? And KO runs in, and this is finally fucking the moment that Kevin Owens wanted, and it was like, nope. Kevin Owens just went completely babyface.
Yeah. People are I think they're still mad about the whole Sammy. They had a thing, they could have did it. It's like saying like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat should have beat Hulk Hogan or whatever the fuck, right? Like what's the equivalent to that? This guy's so
Andre should have beat Hogan.
yeah, it's like this guy's super over, so let's just fucking so everyone who's over always has to be fucking champ.
No, that's AEW logic.
Yeah, so let's get into speaking of AEW. Let's get into Title Tuesday or
No,
the
I fucked
Tuesday Night
myself
Wars.
there.
Well, no. We're gonna talk about this. How we're gonna do? We're gonna do NXT first, and then we're gonna
Thank
talk
you.
about AEW, and then we're gonna go over like the AEW copium that's been going on. Because it's fucking hilarious. The meltdowns, including Tony Khan,
Yeah.
who's had fucking
So
meltdowns. NXT took place at the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. They had teased so much, they had announced so much. We had talked about on the last show, you know, you can't cry about being treated like competition if you claim your competition. You know, Tony Knight wanted to stack his birthday show, and that is totally awesome and fine.
it was a great
And
birthday.
he said it was his best birthday ever or something.
Best
like
birthday ever.
that.
Dance with Cesaro.
I told Hairline Off Pod, I said AEW is the movie Blank Check, but with a 40-year-old guy on Adderall and pro wrestling.
Yeah, I'm a
So,
Photoshop it.
yeah, shout out my people who understand that one. We're gonna start with NXT here because I mean this just all was just hilarious. This whole fucking debacle that was this Tuesday Night War will go down in the annals of time as one of the most laughs I ever had opening X, formerly known as Twitter, the following day and just scrolling through reading like literally Tony Khan like arguing with anime profile
Melting down.
pictures, dude. Like everyone's up in arms. Of course, I threw my little bait out there, and it's just fucking hilarious. And there's also people melting down about Juice Robinson's anti-Semitic fucking gesture on, and there's a war going on that we're not going to talk
Was
about
it though?
between Palestine and Israel or Hamas or whatever. We're not getting into any of that, but we're gonna. Yeah, there's meltdowns, dude. There's
I saw it.
there's people being like cancel Dynamite and shit on TBS.
Yeah, good.
Like
I'm
adding
aboard.
you're yeah, you're like
Yeah.
that. I was like, no, I don't want to see boys out of jobs, but as Jim
No,
Cornette said on his show, these boys like Edge, man, hopefully they negotiated their money with like Shad Khan's company, you know? So like if AEW goes out of business, they still get fucking paid, you know?
Dude,
I
it's so
digress.
fucked. NXT opened with Cody and whatnot, and it
So
was like, oh, okay, this is Raw.
dude, hey, you just wrote, okay, this is Raw. My first notes opens like a Raw, period.
Yeah.
So Cody comes out. The crowd's going insane for this whole show. They're hot. They're on fire, dude. This building looks incredible for a small fucking crowd. This is how you do it. NXT feels like a happening. The
Right.
performance center feels like if you're a local there, that's some shit you can go do. It feels like you're going to a club on a fucking Tuesday night. It's like some shit you can do with your family, some shit you can go do if you want to turn up. You're going to see great wrestling. You're going to have a great experience, man. That's how it feels, the whole vibe of it. Just the crowd standing with the board behind them, the video board and the intimacy of it. Hairline knows something about being in front of live crowds. I might know a little one or thing or two. Kayfabe, yeah. About it. And personally, dude, I like intimate settings. I've always liked that
Right.
than larger settings. So, smaller venues, you're just touching the people. You feel their fucking energy, man. And that's what NXT feels like. It's like a place to be. Cody Rhodes cuts a great promo. Crowd goes insane. He announces 3 announcements. Along with the women's breakout tournament, there will be a men's breakout tournament. He, of course, announced what everybody knew he was going to announce, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic coming back. He also announced Cody Rhodes as the guest GM for the show. Yeah. And then Ilya Dragunov comes out and he fucking cuts a little promo with Cody. He's super over with these guys. He's not tone it down, but he's got to just relax a little bit because he's going to cross over into that fucking cringe territory kind of quick here. But he's really good and he's incredibly passionate about wrestling. You can tell. And I really appreciate that about this guy. But and me saying, oh, we should chill. Maybe it just hasn't won me over yet. There's certain people
No,
like that.
he's a little up for sure.
Dude, he's wild. And so so Cody Rhodes makes Dom versus Ilya for the main event, and he makes LA Knight the guest referee. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, bro. A surprise LA Knight appearance.
Yeah. So your thoughts on all
Fuck
that?
yeah. It was great to see Mommy and Dirty Dom first off. So
Yeah.
and let's give Judgment Day all the fucking belts, because we all know Finn and Priest are winning them back next week. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. And yeah, basically what I said there, bro. It was cool. Like they didn't like spoil LA Knight was gonna be there. It's all like they announced all this shit and still found a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the Dusty tourney. That's it. It's Dusty Rhodes' birthday today, Daddy.
Yeah.
Up in heaven. He's hanging out with the Macho Man, Daddy.
October, baby, daddy. I'm an October baby. 1 week, daddy. Yeah.
There's Tony Khan birthday and Dragonov's birthday. Then it's my birthday, Daddy.
And Phil Mock's birthday, daddy. So they have the NXT viewing room I wrote, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wrote Roxanne gets sent out to be murdered by Asuka. I wrote Roxanne's like smiling, and I'm like, no, be serious. You're about to be murdered by Asuka. Shotzi comes out, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, get Shotzi on the phone. We have a special night tonight. Yeah, it's the biggest night in NXT history. It's a special occasion. I know we got Jade Cargill pulling up, and I know get Shotzi Black. Shotzi's gonna have a better quarter hour than Tony Khan's entire fucking show. We're gonna really stick it to him. Yeah, she's hosting Halloween Havoc again.
Is it just like she can suck a mean dick or something? Because like, bro, she's not good, Doug. And
no,
like, I don't.
I'm not.
No, what is this?
I did not. Hey, hold on. I did not. Hairline said that, not me. But probably.
Hold on.
I will say.
Okay, so like, she's very charismatic. You know what I'm saying? And female wrestlers,
to say the least.
Right. But it's like she's not good in the ring. Every time I watch her in like that last match, you know what I'm saying? I was bitching about how the ref had to tell her to go back to the fucking ring and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
she's dreadful.
It's got to be that mouth, bro.
Dude, so she's hosting Halloween Havoc again, and she says Scarlett Bordeaux will be there hosting. I wrote, Scarlett's just been off TV doing nothing. I think they have something big planned for Karrion Kross, and I wouldn't be shocked if they split him and his wife up. I wrote, Roxanne was fucking up in this match a bunch. Obviously, they haven't touched a lot, but Asuka just carried it, and Roxanne fumbled her chance to shine, in my opinion. The crowd fully turned on Perez midway through, or like earlier than midway. They shouldn't have had Roxanne battle Asuka this long either. It's very AEW of them.
Yeah. So what I really liked is Asuka made every like punch and kick just look so huge, man, and like it's really just that less is more aesthetic of fucking, sports entertainment, man. And just Asuka's a fucking pro, shout out to Kana, the Shotzi and Kiana James afterbirth. So like Shotzi was just down there for the Kiana James shit. So like now we're gonna put up with more Shotzi in NXT.
They just love her. I no comment on what you just said, but
what else is it, bro?
So the British brawling brutes I'll call them, took on Gallus. People are speculating that Sheamus's contract is up and he's leaving WWE as well, and that they are positioning Tyler Bate to take his position in the brawling brutes in case that happens. I think that's crazy speculation. And
Sean Ross Sapp say that?
Yeah, and like I doubt Sheamus will leave WWE. I think he'll get a world title put on him before he goes to AEW and gets one put on him. Or maybe him and Edge are friends, man. I don't know. Like Daniel Bryan's convincing a lot of people to go over there. And I think maybe they're really going to make a play to turn it around. I just think it might be too little too late. But get these boys paid. Bro. Yeah, get Sheamus, go get paid and come back to the Hall of Fame. Like, fuck it. It's not. Well, it's new ownership, man. These people aren't loyal to Vince. They're not loyal. Like, they were loyal to Vince. Edge isn't loyal to fucking Endeavor, bro. He doesn't owe them a goddamn thing. So just at the end.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I was honestly, man, I was really interested in which member of fucking Gallus that Ridge was going to injure,
Okay. So I just wrote, this is bar rules, a bunch of hooligans brawling. I wrote, this was super AEW too. It's like they're trying to even steal all the hardcore marks away too tonight. WWE went for the jugular. This was whatever for me, though. Why not bring Tyler Bate into the Brawling Brutes from now on? I wrote that before hearing that news. Might as well. I wrote, Wolfgang did the dive. He looks like he's 45 and he's chubby. He looks like that cash flow guy on that fucking wrestlers documentary. I wrote, he's great in these knuckle twister matches. But once he did the flip, I was like, okay, this is AEW. What the fuck? I wrote, then they did the triple submission spot and it was such nonsense. One dude even had a Walls of Jericho locked in and I wanted to turn this off. The only reason I didn't was because all the shit they announced prior to the show, like John Cena and everything that was coming. And I was actually like, this is awful. Your thoughts?
So I enjoyed this match for the most part. I didn't like when Tubbs did his flip.
I hate to even go there, but it's like, bro, you look like you're fucking 50. No offense. I'm not shitting on. Hey, bro. You can get bitches when you look old still. All right. We all know that.
Right. Yeah. No, it's nothing like that.
And you're great. I've always, if you listen to every one of these podcasts, I put Gallus over every time we talk about you guys and the Coffee Brothers. Here's the motherfucking thing. Why did you do that flip? And it was so bad. It was like, come on.
Well, it just didn't need to be in there, bro.
It's like they were just trying to convert every AEW mark who would defend that type of shit on their show. They're like, I know. We're going to do a bar brawl and they're going to get slammed through kegs and drink beer. Yeah, he's going to do a flip. Who's the oldest guy in this match? You're going to risk your life tonight for me. It's my last night on the job.
If Ivar can do it, you can do it. Yeah.
I know. Get me Ivar. Sir, he's not here tonight. Well, who the fuck is this guy? He looks like a Viking Raider. You look like Ivar. Get over here.
Get him in there.
Jesus. So go ahead, sir.
I didn't like the fucking the tubby flop, and then fucking there was so many fucking Coffee and Bates were no selling each other's punches and shit, bro, and just like
they were just like, quick, get to the spot, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, and it's all like this is like
AEW
sequences, and like
it literally reminded me of like Blackpool Combat Club type shit.
Yeah, it was like if AEW learned how to sell. You know what I'm saying? It's basically what it was.
So then,
overall,
go ahead.
It was a savage match. You know what I'm saying?
Like they beat the shit out of each other. It was they all look like believable guys, except for that flip. Everything else looked great.
Yeah, like why didn't Ridge do the flip?
I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck was that. I have no idea. It was so I got so triggered. I was like, oh my god, they're fumbling this great NXT. I truly felt that way. I was like, they're gonna fuck things up here. So it was bar rules. I wrote it pub rules. Sorry, I got the whatever. But the Brawling Brutes win with Tyler Bate.
That
He's
beer,
awesome.
the beer spot where he's fucking coffee smacked Bates in the head with the fucking beer and like the glass shattered all over. That was fucking nuts.
That was great, dude. And then
Yeah,
a video package of Becky and Lyra airs. And I just wrote, I don't give a fuck about any of this Becky, Tegan, Lyra, Irish shit. Tegan's looking way better though. She transformed like crazy. This Lyra girl, it is really cool. She trained with Becky and they're from the same whatever. There's no reason why like these three are baby faces. No. So it's just there's no reason for me to be like, oh, I can't. It's like
yeah, I'm not
AEW
invested.
shit. Oh, no, it's like, oh, they're all from the same city, but they're all baby faces. So I want to see
Oh
them
no, they're all
fight.
Irish.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
all Irish, so let's see them fight. That's some Tony Khan shit. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like have one of these girls, shoot on one of these girls, you know what I mean, or something, and be like, you couldn't walk in my fucking footsteps. That's why it took you this long to get out of Ireland or whatever. Like, have them compete for Becky's attention, and then one of them go heel. But you got to go heel before you set up the match because I don't care about the fucking match. Now maybe they're gonna go
Right.
heel right before and hook me in, but it's just TBD, bro. It's TBD. And then when you see what Stratton's doing, it's like, really? That's all you guys had for her on this show? We need to see some fucking like Stratton should be doing some big time shit. I don't know, dude. And then they have Jade coming in. Is Stratton feuding Jade? You got to get Stratton the fuck on SmackDown or Raw or something. You got to get her off NXT because if Jade's coming to NXT, you can't have two girls who are like larger than life looking fucking type of women. So, anyways, that's my crazy rant. Cena comes out, the biggest pops ever. Crowd was singing and going insane. He cut a brilliant fucking promo. The crowd keeps singing his fucking song.
Bruh.
We'll get pulled down. He
That
he
fucking
he's like, this
there
is
was
the
a low
most street cred I've gotten in 15
Yep.
years or whatever. Sorry, Hairline. What were you gonna say?
There was a fucking lone John Cena hater.
Yes,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
and I wrote that
The
in my
one guy.
notes. I wrote he
Yeah.
cut a brilliant promo and even addressed the one guy chanting Cena sucks and flipped it, and it was just brilliant. And this segment alone right here slaughtered anything AEW could have ever conjured up in Tony Khan's wildest wet dream, his wettest dream.
Well, it's just the way that Cena can fucking like play off shit in the moment. He like the only other person I really see doing that shit is fucking Trick. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and
Yeah.
Cena is on his retirement tour. Just enjoy this and look at how much fun he's having and how free he is. You gotta love this, man. So I wrote the NXT stuff aside from the main roster, quote unquote stuff, has so far been bad for me. I wrote, but it's fucking nuts seeing Bron Breakker in the ring with Cena, dude. This is epic. So Breakker comes down. He starts talking shit on Cena. They get into a little scuffle, but Braun breaks out. Pun intended. So your
Jesus.
thoughts on all that? Your thoughts on all that?
Clearly Breaker is like the next big fucking heel, down the road. Are we gonna see Cena versus Breaker one day, or I don't think so because Cena's gonna be gone.
Doubtful.
Right. But like I liked how fucking Breaker attacked him, and then Cena even got his shit in, and it was just like,
I think, I agree, but I think we're gonna get Cena, and it could be Breaker maybe by Mania. We're gonna get Cena at 40, and I promise you that he'll be right. He might come back and do a Hogan dude at like a little promo like 10 years later as an old man, right? But as far as match, I think 40 he's donezo. So I think we see him put over Theory, could be Breaker. So I don't know, man.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Oh God. I'm not trying to sit here and fantasy mark book, but it's like for sure fucking Breaker's next up. And fucking Melo's gonna be like, what I'm saying? We're gonna see Melo versus Breaker for the next fucking 15 years,
Yeah, dude. That's the next Cena Orton.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah,
so
for sure, bro.
they did the family backstage with Cody. I wrote in it was funny. The big
Fuck yeah,
gobbity goo battle royal or bibbity bobbity.
no, dude. It was the bada bing bada boom tag team battle royal.
Okay, so I wrote this was funny, but then they do a literal tournament / battle royal, and I almost threw my fucking remote through my TV. It's a great concept for a match, sure, but the family just faced and beat 4 teams in one match. Now there's a
Yeah, we'll do
battle
it again.
royal gauntlet type match. Cool, but also the Dusty Classics coming up. So why not just have the winner of
No,
the
we need
Dusty
80-30.
Classic beat the family and just have them sitting there and going, no, we're not partaking. Da, da, da. I just wrote this is more AEW. This is NXT bro. So
I don't know, man.
yeah.
They popped me with Cody going,
They popped
can
me,
you
but it was just
can you tell me what he said? He
yeah.
basically said he wants attorney here. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm just a mark for that fucking the 80s WWE shit,
Yeah.
And that's what this is, dude.
Yeah, I'm not mad
It
at it whatsoever, other than just
it
the whole concept and the fact there's a tag tournament coming up. What the fuck?
No, man, but like I was saying, dude, it makes me want to purchase a red tracksuit,
Yeah,
and get
no.
a fedora. You know, I think I might be the Italians for Halloween, Doug.
So in the back, Baron Corbin says Ilya Dragunov is ducking him because of Mello surviving, and he's the only man to put Ilya down. NXT Championship match, special referee LA Knight. Ilya Dragunov is the champ. He comes out to face Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley, and this was a pretty solid match. You could tell that Dominic didn't like getting like the shit beat out of him so hard by fucking Ilya, dude. Like Ilya's such
Yeah,
a
for
savage,
sure, dude.
and like you could see fucking
In that corner with the
yeah,
chop.
you
Yeah,
could see
yeah.
Dominic like trying to get out of there in some of those instances. And like when that H bomb came, you could just see he was like, "Oh shit." But I wrote LA Knight was a great ref. This match was awesome. When Trick caught Mommy, that was awesome. I wrote Finn and JD bumped around like crazy. This match was great, but Dom didn't. He didn't like getting the piss beaten out of him. I wrote then Corbin comes out, then Dijak jumps Dragonov and is like, I beat you to it. And then so I just wrote those are good matches next for Ilya. And yeah, they got a good little main event scene there. Your thoughts?
Ugh. LA Knight in the boots.
Yeah, what the
Fucking
fuck am I doing? I'm holding mad L's, dude. I gotta drop him a fucking
yeah, there we
Dummy.
go.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah. Dummy.
I just like
Yeah.
yeah. Can you guys
Sorry.
not so much?
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate
Yeah, dude.
Jesus. No, man, but it was funny because on commentary, Booker T was like, no, none of that matters as long as he has the referee fucking shirt on. So we're good. What is that? The Constantine special or whatever? But like that Constantine move was reversed into the 619, and that was just fucking sick, dude. Booker goes, LA Knight's just doing his job. And it's all like, no, LA Knight just fucking punched Finn
Yeah,
Balor.
dude,
And
he
then,
punched Finn Balor and shit. It
and
was
then
awesome. I love that. I was like, dude.
and he's like throwing JD around, and it's all
Yeah.
like, well, if he's doing his job, that should have been a disqualification right
I
there.
know.
But
It's super funny, dude. That's what made it funny. It was like if Stone Cold was a ref,
yeah, for
That's what it
sure, bro.
reminded me of. Yeah.
And then fucking we had the Baron Corbin and the Terminator Afterbirth,
Yeah, dude.
even though fucking Corbin's mad at
All the Bond villains.
is it a triple threat?
I don't
Is
know,
that what
dude,
they're
but
doing?
Dragonov, Dijak, and Corbin all look like Bond villains / henchmen.
Yeah, especially Corbin, bro. Jesus.
So, and then we
I'm
get
feeling Corbin, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We get big time money backstage next, though, dude. Cena and Mello are backstage chilling,
Right.
talking. Trick comes up.
Trick Mellow Gang.
Bro, they shake, they do their thing, and then Trick is eyeing up fucking Mello. And Cena, who was just talking to Mello, Trick goes, yo, when do you know it's your time? And Cena goes, yo, let's fucking talk. And they're teasing a possible heel turn, but I'm certain that's not the case, and it'll be Mello. That's the swerve. Cena offers to talk to Trick. Ooh, planting good seeds. Good little beats. What were your thoughts on that?
They saw the success of, oh, fucking Bluso might leave the bloodline, Sammy might leave the bloodline, and like now they're just like, they're doing that with Judgment Day, and then now they're doing that over here with Trick and Mello. But like, I don't, it's not like a fucking if it's not broke, don't fix it shit, but like it's clearly working, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but man, I want to see fucking a three-way fucking tag match with fucking Mello, fucking Trick, and fucking Cena, bro.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I don't know. Cena
Yeah,
giving him
versus
the
the
rub.
Acclaimed.
So then up next, speaking of like little seeds
Nothing.
being planted and storyline beats, NXT Anonymous catches.
Yo, dude, yeah, I wrote this in
No,
my notes. I was
it's
like,
not
that
like
son
the
of a
Acclaim,
bitch.
bro. It's not like the Acclaim. NXT
No,
Anonymous catches
no.
Ava Raine.
I said versus the Acclaimed.
Oh, versus the Acclaimed. Okay, I thought you said it's like the Acclaimed, and that's why I gave you nothing. I was
No,
like,
it's nothing.
okay.
Well, kind of.
Jesus.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm,
so
I'm,
NXT
I'm up.
Anonymous catches Ava Raine being spoken to backstage by Paul fucking Heyman. New bloodline coming 100%, bro. It's fucking going down. That's why they split up the schism, that Joe Gacy guy or whatever the fuck his name is. He's going to be in the whatever Bo Dallas Wyatt Six faction they're doing. And this Ava Raine was being tempted by Paul Heyman. I popped so fucking hard for this. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so should we just say it now? Fucking Heyman's clearly listening to the pod,
Yeah,
right?
Paul Heyman is clearly listening to the pod. Shout you out, sir. You're a legend, and so
Right.
are
Thank you
we.
for everything you've done.
Yeah.
Stop making AJ Styles mad, please.
I think they're cool now. So we then go backstage, more backstage, to the parking lot, and a car pulls up, and a foot comes out, and who is it?
The
Hairline.
foot.
Jade motherfucking Cargill shows up on NXT. The crowd pops, gives a holy shit chant. She's dressed and looking like $1,000,000 daddy.
Ugh.
HBK greets her and says, "We have a special show." And I just wrote, "This is a huge NXTW." Your thoughts, man?
So like I saw the tweet where Shawn Michaels was calling her.
Mm-hmm.
So like I guess like the tease was okay, you know. Um, but I don't want to say it's a fumble because like clearly it got a pop and it got people talking about it and all that, but it's like she didn't exactly do anything, you know.
Right.
So
I think this is what they're making her come across and look like an attraction before she even gets in the building, before she even does anything. And everyone is sitting there watching the shows, expecting her to turn up, and she's not turning up. Like, she's not coming to the ring or anything, but we're still waiting for it. Like, I truly believe what they're doing. She looks unique and special, dude. So when she looks like that, and then the crowd's chanting "holy shit," and you're one of the almost million people who tuned into this NXT, and maybe you don't watch NXT all the time, and they're just preparing you that she could come out to the ring anytime. So they're keeping people like interested.
touche.
It's fucking genius. And also what they did in this show is they did another Brian Pillman Jr. promo package vignette. I don't know if I'm jumping ahead or if we skipped over it, but they did a vignette, and his name, it's not like, "Oh, I'm going to live up to my dad and do the AEW thing." Like, look, he's like his dad. Nah. He's going,
Nah.
"Yo, fuck my dad. I didn't know my dad. I only knew my dad for 4 years." And his hair looks great. His beard looks drawn on. And bro, have you seen the promo, Hairline?
Yeah. With the
Dude.
TV.
Yeah, but did you see him cutting the promo in the camera and going, "My name is Lexi King"? He's calling himself Lexi King. He's not Brian Pillman Jr. And
No, I
instead of
must have
just,
missed
bro, I should pull it up right now because it really, dude, just to see what they did with him in this short of a time, promo wise, I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like, this is just, all it does is just highlight the levels of. So he's Lexis King, pardon me, not Lexi King, Lexis King, WWE. And he
that.
explains why. He's like, "Here, I'll play you the promo right here."
I want to read some AEW for. Oh, how can they just grab him and then change his name like that? I don't know, guys. Maybe he wants to own the rights to his own name. You know.
So yeah, listen to this promo. Here, actually, no, you should watch it with me here. Sorry, guys, I'm fumbling around. Okay, so let's go here.
Unpredictable, completely unpredictable, psychotic.
So this is great.
He was really crazy, deranged, off the wall nutcase.
Because all the marks were going, "Oh, he should do psychotic nutcase Brian Pillman like his dad." And in a way, he is doing that, but he's doing it in spite of his dad. And it's just WWE brilliancy. Now just watch the promo he cuts. And
But
it's like two different fucking It's like the fact AEW couldn't get him to figure this out in the 2 years he's with them or whatever. Holy shit. Look at what Shawn Michaels did with this guy in 3 months or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
My father was one of the most infamous superstars in this business.
I'm not Hogan. I'm not Savage.
And look how they have his hair done and his makeup and shit.
Don't you ever forget it.
There's
This
your boy
shit's-
Bischoff.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, people stop to tell me, man, I loved your dad. Such a trailblazer he was. It seems like everybody has such fond memories of my father. Well, you know who doesn't? Me, his own damn son. I lost him when I was just 4 years old. I don't know him. And you'd think being a WWE superstar would be the last thing that I'd want to be. And you're right. And trust me, I've tried everything. I've tried football, lacrosse, hell, I even have a college degree. But this industry has been
Kinda
in my
looks like
blood
Jesus.
since birth, and I could never escape it. I've got no choice but to embrace it. I have no choice but to inflict pain on the very business that has
Bro.
brought me so much grief. But when they see this face,
Bro.
I don't want them to think about my dead father. I want them to think about me.
Why weren't they letting him talk in
I'm
AEW?
nobody.
They
Junior.
were, but no one was coaching
And
them,
from this
man.
day forward, I'm going to take on the last name
This is
of
awesome.
the real man who raised me, the real father.
Listen, he's going, I'm going to take on the last name of the real man who raised me. Now WWE can own this fucking name, but this is the thing. Look, he's wearing the tiger shirt. Look how his hair's done.
Right.
He is doing his dad. He is the psychotic, unhinged guy, but it's in spite of his father. It's not to honor my dad. And that's the whole thing. No, you are your father. It's already a brilliant story. They came up instantly, and AEW's like, oh no, yeah, blonde hair. It's kind of curly. We'll put you with Griff Garrison because he's got blonde hair and it's kind of curly, and we'll put you with Julia Hart because she's got blonde hair and a cheerleader, and you'll be the Varsity Blondes, and it'll be great. Like, they look at just what they've done in this short little 3 months with WWE, dude. Look what they did. Like, money already. This guy's the future of NXT right here. I called it. I was right.
Figure in my life.
But yeah,
and his name
Lexis King.
and now
So if he's in need of a
is
father
mine.
figure, I can only think of one person.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, maybe it's too bad he didn't stay in AEW because Christian, of course, would.
Yeah, I would gladly take him.
Christ, hey.
That aired last night?
Dude, yeah, that aired either before or after on Twitter or on YouTube or on some. It aired in some form or fashion and around the time that this NXT was going on, right? So, anyways.
Yeah, no. Speaking of YouTube, our Edge video has the most views ever. Key demo.
Shit. But anyways, yeah, man, that shit was great. Jade comes out. It's all great. They're taking these AEW guys. They're gonna cherry pick the good ones and turn them into fucking superstars. So, shout out MJF and shout out Ricky Starks.
Pretty much.
After the match, yeah, we talked about that, and then we talked about Ava and Paul Heyman, Jade Cargill. So backstage, Baron Corbin tells Cody Rhodes that he wants a match with Dragunov at Halloween Havoc for the title. Cody said he'll get his match if he wins next week's triple threat match with Dijak and the winner of Melo vs. Braun. So whatever. And then Nathan Frazier, I wrote my notes is Cody makes a match with Corbin, etc. next week. They're shaping the new world title picture. And then my next note is Dom talks to some random jobbers, and that's it. So I guess that was Nathan Frazier. And he's like, oh, you treat everyone like dirt. So they're going to fight. Your thoughts on those little segments?
I wrote Dom talks to pretend Tyler Bates.
Mini Bates, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, how good is Dom now, though? Like,
yeah, he's the best, bro. He's the best. We say it all the time.
God.
He's money. Top heel in the business, especially with what MJF's doing, bro. It's crazy.
I just like that one time. It's like we watched that one match and I was all like, oh, that wasn't Tyler Bates. I thought that was Tyler Bates the whole time.
So we have a quarterfinals match in the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. Lola Vice with Elektra Lopez versus Danny Palmer. I write, Lola Vice is looking fine as wine. The Women's Breakout Tournament. She faces Danny Palmer. I wrote, who honestly cares? But Danny Palmer's the girl who was doing the AEW tryout match on that one podcast. We were talking about that, doing all the flips. And she did a lot of them here, but I wrote Lola is awesome, and she is the breakout star to me, regardless of what happened. Danny is the girl who does the AEW flips, LOL. Lola is just so good. Her selling, her facials, she knows when to fire up, the psychology behind the little things, like she's trying to apply the head scissors, and she just needs that little extra inch, so she pulls the girl's pigtail or ponytail to fucking cinch it in. She covers her opponent like she's trying to pin the girl down and beat her. It's just the little detail she does so well that's going to make her a lot of money in this business. She is a legit Taekwondo black belt and jiu-jitsu practitioner. So when she's throwing triangle chokes and throwing kicks, she does it excellently. Even when she's dancing and celebrating her victory at the end, spoiler, she wins. She isn't just posing and doing her thing, dude. She's still selling her jaw. She's selling her body while she's like doing her little Latina dancing. She gets it. She is the breakout star. That is my notes on that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I just wrote, so this tourney was just to get Lola Vice over, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Basically. Yeah, for sure, bro. But
the truth.
I guess just to repeat what you said there, the fact that, like, you know, she's selling her jaw while doing the fucking the taunting after, and it's just all like, man, it's those little things like that like fucking,
that's what matters in wrestling, bro. It's that shit.
Yeah, man. And it's like you got fucking, it's like AEW, you could start someone on fire, you know, and the next week they
would have no bandages.
Yeah.
Fuck. So up next, Chase U is going on. And I wrote, even though, no, okay. Well, I wrote,
in your face.
Here's my notes. I'm just going to write in my notes. So Chase U's going on. And even though the story is that JC is pulling Thea away from them, she's okay with them cornering them in their tag match last week. And she's taking their classes. I wrote, this is fucking dumb. And the story should be Thea trying to turn JC good instead of the cliche good girl turns bad and wears black leather and ooh. I wrote, this segment did pop me hard though, because all like these people are all just very good in this. But at what point? No. At what point though does this become MJF, Adam Cole? Yeah, that was popping me. And now we're gonna get to Dynamite. This Roddy Cole shit's garbage, and this MJF shit's garbage. And Chase U, this is what it's gonna. They're just, you gotta be logical here. I don't know who's booking this. Stop for a second. The story is that JC's changing Thea and getting her away from Chase U. JC's now not just, oh yeah, let's let them corner us and let's hang out with them more. Why would that be all of a sudden what she thinks to do? Because the story is she doesn't want Thea hanging out with them so much. She wants her to. So it's fucking dumb. It makes no sense. And they did a cliche where they could have flipped it on its ear and had Thea trying to turn JC good. And then eventually fucking JC just turns on Thea or whatever. That's the move. Have JC repping Chase U and everyone going, what the fuck? That's the fucking move. I don't know that. Anyways, you go ahead with your thoughts.
So, all right, here's my thing, bro. It's like, you were saying, like, now Thea and JC are just like another faction of spooky goth girls. So, like, at least it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing both. You know what I'm saying? It's not like another Blair Davenport or some shit. You know, it's like fucking, I don't want to say trying, you know, because it clearly is just more goth girl shit, you know, but I don't know. At least it's a little different now. And then I was entertained with all like the Chase U. He was just like, fuck social media. Get off your fucking phone.
Yeah, that shit popped me. Like, that was really funny.
And Homeboy's just taking notes and shit. And like, yeah man. I think you nailed it right there. It's MJF and Cole. You know, it's just corny fucking toilet humor and shit.
So then up next,
I don't know, man. Like I was saying, it's more than like just the creepy girl shit they were doing a couple shows ago.
Yeah. You're right. But it's just, I just feel like it doesn't make sense. They're chilling with Chase U even, but whatever. We'll see how this plays out.
Well, yeah, because it's like fucking, it's like how Uso was all like, oh, fuck Roman Reigns. And then 2 weeks later, he's like, I'm back in the bloodline.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. Fuck Chase U.
Yeah, right, now now he's bloodlining her than ever. So
yeah,
Heyman's with Breakker backstage. I wrote, this should be a permanent thing. It's so good. I wrote, Paul calls Roman Reigns after talking to Braun. Do we get a Braun versus Roman down the line in the future. That'd be crazy. I wrote they're doing crazy shit on NXT tonight, and that's fucking awesome.
I'm super jumping ahead with this because he was all like, call Roman Reigns. And I was like, what the fuck does Roman have to do with any of this? But obviously that call Roman Reigns was like to get confirmation to send fucking Solo down, but
Right, exactly.
right. But till Solo came down, I was like, what the fuck does Roman have to do with any of this, bro? Like, that's just fucking.
Yeah, and even that, it's weird. It's just like, oh, okay, you guys are just protecting Braun for some reason, but I don't know. I fuck with it. It was all good. It was just a super show, fucking spot show, whatever. So Asuka is with a random jobber backstage. Blair Davenport comes in and is a heel or what? I don't get it.
She a New Japan mark.
Yeah, Tiffy comes in.
I live in Japan.
Yeah, is she attacking and assaulting and slaughtering girls and fighting with Gigi and beating her up, or is she marking out over Kana? Like, what is it? Is she me, or is she attacking fucking Gigi Dolan? But sorry, Tiffy comes in, and I just wrote the match between Kana and Tiffy would be great. And then Tiffy cuts down, I think that girl's name's Fallon Henley, and she's like, people like you, and I like that because there's this elitist man. You guys know, dude, we don't do the political shit. And I know I'm gonna get flack. People are gonna be like, what do you mean by? But that's the point, literally. Like, there's this, like,
right.
It's kind of like these liberal, rich, pompous fucking people
Mean
in this
girls.
world today who look over, like, the way you hear certain Americans, even the way they talk about other Americans, bro. It's crazy. Like, flyover state, like, oh, they don't matter, and the middle of nowhere. It's like, you mean like where all your food and farming and agriculture comes from? Like, what the fuck, are you guys idiots? So to me, that's crazy. What the point I'm getting at is, like, just this is good shit to tap into without getting political, but like tapping into sort of real world shit. Like, well, motherfuckers like you, whatever, and then they just set up a match, and that's real heel heat to me. That's the point I'm trying to get at there. Sorry, Hairline, your thoughts on this little Asuka Tiffy interaction?
I don't know, like basically what you said there. Fucking, it's like we watched Davenport be the ultimate fucking heel, but now she's like babyface with Asuka. I don't know what, but she all like, Sean, I know Japanese, right? And he's like, oh yeah, that's. I don't know why it was Vince there. Yeah,
this was the most AEW episode of NXT ever.
Kinda.
So Mello with Cena. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, just to regurgitate what you said, Tiffy, mean girl, money.
Yeah.
Give Tiffany the belt back or put her on Raw.
She's just got to be far away from Jade. You got to keep her and Jade the fuck away from each other, dude.
Right, till it's time.
Yeah, till it's time. You bring it, because Tiffy's going to be the most over babyface one day. Like, over, dude, like, though. Fucking Rover. And Jade could do either. Like, she's probably going to kind of come in babyface, but I don't know. From just seeing what she did in AEW, she seems better as a heel. Like, Chyna even was always kind of heel, but she was just like the cool heel. Like, she's with DX. So it's like, and then when she was with Eddie, like, people were booing Eddie and booing her and shit. So, anyway,
Kingston?
Eddie Guerrero. Talking about Chyna. So Mello with Cena.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Jade Cargill.
No, I was comparing her to Chyna and saying, like, even Chyna.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what she is essentially, dude. Like, she's a diamond. She stands out among all the women, like, even compared to Tiffy, and Tiffy stands out. Like, you know what I'm getting at. Mello versus Cena. Mello with Cena versus Breakker and Heyman. This match was the shits. Honestly, I wasn't feeling it at all. I wrote Cena took the stairs from Breakker. Solo Sikoa shows up to help Braun. Mello beats Braun. That was fucked. I wrote it is what it is, but it's fucked that they beat him for what they had happen next. So, Hairline, give me your thoughts on the match, and then we'll get into the afterbirth.
So there was the fucking, like, Mello super kicked Braun, and Braun just kind of fell back and shit. Ugh. Like, a super kick's nothing anymore, like, just it's like not like as bad as
garbage.
Yeah, it's not as bad as like an AEW super kick, but it's all like, dude, fucking, he didn't even fall down from a fucking super kick, bro. But yeah, it was fucking battle of the facials on the outside with Cena and Heyman, bro. Fucking gold.
Yeah, the match though, I didn't like it at all, man. But then after the match, Braun attacks Mello and spears him. So I'm just like, why don't you have Braun win the match and then just keep beating down Mello so that he doesn't get doubly buried during the spot. But I'm not triggered. There's people online who are like, I can't believe they just buried fucking Braun like this, even though like more people watched him than ever.
What? How did he get buried?
Well, because what happens next? So Braun says, there's only like one badass in the WWE. Then we hear the gong, dung, and then we hear Kid Rock, fucking American Badass, starts playing. The Undertaker shows up in NXT. I'm marking out. I rewound the shit and watched it 400 fucking times. He comes out on the motorcycle. He's showing Booker T love. Taker just takes his sweet ass time. Mello's marking out in the corner. I wrote that was kind of corny, but basically,
marking out hard, bro.
Yeah, I was like, that's corny. And then obviously Taker gives him the rub and shakes his hand after all said and done. But what happens is he goes face to face with Bron Breakker and he fucking punches him. Breakker sells it like $1 million. Taker grabs him for the choke slam. Now, when they're making eye contact and Undertaker's making a face at him like, and then I swear watch it back, you see Undertaker go, open them. And I swear he's trying to tell Braun to like open his eyes wide like this. But Braun's like, I watched it back a couple times, right? Because you look at Taker and he was doing this like, like he was trying to get a moment there that would be epically memeable. It was a moment, but Undertaker's talking like he was literally trying to teach this motherfucker facials while in this moment here. It was crazy. It was like a learning moment right there. So I don't know. Shout out Undertaker. Right now. And then Undertaker fucking choke slammed him. Yeah, so look at how like Undertaker's eyes go real wide. And then I swear at one point he says open. Something. Yeah, I swear he's telling Breakker to open his eyes and then give that moment of like, because that would be captured on camera of them looking at each other with both of their eyes really wide. Like, you know, Undertaker has moments like that, like him and Brock laughing at each other and shit. Yes, dude, he's trying to create that with Bron Breakker. Bron fucked up, but he got up way high, 8 feet in the air. Yeah, it was a shoot. It was 8 feet in the air. It was 9 feet in the air to the canvas. No padding. But, dude, he got up there for that fucking choke slam, dude. Went down, and I don't know, good rub for Bron Breakker. Overall, this NXT was just like a Mark Fantasy season ending fucking going. Jay just wanted to bury AEW. And the matches were the shits overall, other than Lola Vice. But the story, the little tidbits, the seeds that are being sown, and just seeing the legends and all that, how the fuck can you be mad at that at all? And there's a reason they got 900,000 viewers, well over 900,000, tickled 1 million. And they destroyed in the key demo as well for all you key demo marks. They did way higher than anyone thought they were going to do in the key demo.
But YouTube.
Overall, this was a solid NXT. Hairline, your thoughts on Undertaker? Do you think Bron Breakker's buried there? And your thoughts just on the experience that was this NXT?
It was a fucking crazy pop for Taker, bro. And yeah, I guess like fucking it's way easier for him to do the American Badass versus, you know, fucking
Taker. It just makes more sense too. If he's gonna break the kayfabe, he doesn't want to live in gimmick anymore. Okay, just be the badass because he is a motherfucking badass. You know what I mean? He's a fucking national treasure. This dude, you know.
Last thing with the match is like I literally wrote down in my notes like what a fucking moment, and then as I'm typing that, bro, fucking Vic was all like, "Oh, what a moment," and I was like, "Ha, exactly." So I guess more or less, me and Vic Joseph fucking we're psychically connected.
And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here. I believe I don't. Hopefully this was real, and I believe. I don't want to talk out of my ass, but I think Vic Joseph, though, announced I think his father passed away or something along those lines. Thoughts and prayers out to him. And it might have been like a grandfather. Either way, just shout out Vic Joseph. He's a brilliant commentator. Him and Book have a blast. To me, he's the best under Cole and Graves right now. To me, it's like Cole, Graves, Barrett, and Vic is like so. Shout him out and all the well wishes. Sorry if I'm just totally. I swear I did see that though on X. So, just whatever. Shout out Vic Joseph is what I'm getting at. But let's compare.
So hold on.
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
To answer your thing about Undertaker burying Braun, it's like, so could we? This is very subjective, but like Hulk Hogan, most famous wrestler of all time. You know, second most famous wrestler of all time. Either the Undertaker or the Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like, dude, he just got like a rub from one of the biggest superstars ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, on some goat shit, like
yeah,
real
just
talk, man.
it's just not. That's what bothers me, bro. It's just the copium. Like, oh, he got buried because he got choke slammed, dude. You guys don't get fucking wrestling psychology. Braun should have buried him. Like, I don't. What did they want?
Well, that's what some dude said. I had to unfollow him. I've been on an unfollow streak of just people where like literally it's just like, no, I'm not reading like blatantly either you're baiting or no. Actually, it wasn't. This guy's like an AEW shill. I'm not even gonna plug his shit. Calling him a shill. People call us fucking shills for WWE. But no, this guy just clearly like he's like, yeah, Braun should have attacked him with a future match down the line is the only way that would make sense. And it's just like, no, dude, they just wanted to pop a rating, so they had a top heel sell for a legend. I mean, it's not that deep, right? In contrast to this Dynamite, we're going to compare it to. Hairline, are you ready to talk about AEW Dynamite and compare it to this NXT?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so moving along to this Dynamite, Hairline. I know you're so excited. Title Tuesday buy-in.
Oh, yeah.
They had a fucking buy-in and treated it like a pay-per-view. Let me just go through my notes. I wrote, they're treating this buy-in. Did you watch the buy-in? Sorry.
You talking about the kickoff?
Yeah, they had a fucking kickoff for Dynamite.
What was that on YouTube or?
I don't know. YouTube. Yeah, I think so.
Why?
Because they're trying.
It's
the biggest night in Dynamite history. So I wrote, they're treating it like a pay-per-view. They're calling it the biggest Dynamite in history. RJ City and Renee are solid, but they're just spewing out last minute. Oh, we get 30 minutes, no commercials, and a 10-minute overlay. So they're hyping up a 10-minute overlay, dude. And I'm just sitting here going, why the fuck are they even saying that? Why not just run 10 minutes over and do some crazy shit so you steal some unknowing fans and have crazy shit happening where people are telling each other, dude, AEW's going over and they're fucking like slaughtering, they're crucifying Edge or some shit. That 10-minute overrun, even announcing that on your show is such mark fucking shit. Like to Tony Khan, 10-minute overlay is a selling point because he's in the fucking business. That's not a brag. That's not going to make people tune in. People aren't tuning into television for 10-minute overlays. It's so fucking insanely mark. Like that's a Twitter argument. Twitter people bring up, oh, when they had a 10-minute overlay. And it's turned into a selling point on your TV show. Baffling to me. Baffling. So I wrote NXT has a small audience and a building, and they wear it proudly and make it feel like a vibe. NXT is a hang. It's something to do. It's a complete vibe. Dynamite is a horrendously shot TV show because it's a show that has no one in a building, so it's trying to look like it has a bunch of people in a building, which just fucks up the way the show is presented to me. It just accentuates how small the houses are to me. Does that make sense to you?
Right. It's fucking Ring of Honor.
Now, they had a match on this buy-in. Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston. Bro. The marks online are marking out about Suzuki and Kingston like it's something insane. Right? So they had an awful first match in AEW. So why the fuck is this going to be awesome? This is TNA. I wrote Taz buries this right off the rip and goes, it's rare matches start like this. How about a lockup? Because these guys just chop. They start the match like that. And I write the chop spot back and forth is fine, but not at the start of the fucking match. This isn't even, oh, Eddie's tough. He's real. Bro, shit is fake as fuck. And he's just standing there letting an old man hit him. Jared and Sanjay are doing the WWE sideways monitor watching. Kingston keeps dropping like he's KO'd. I wrote cover him. Taz calls Suzuki old Grandpa Jones. You can't like Excalibur on commentary takes a shot at Jim Ross when Shivani tries to bring up a logical point asking why the fuck they're doing what they're doing in this match. And Excalibur goes, Tony is Jim Ross at the table tonight? And they all start laughing. And I know it was all in good fun, but it's literally just that, you guys. That's just that. It's the fact that they make fun of fucking people being logical.
The goat.
People are walking on eggshells in this company for money. Suzuki no sells the back fist finish that took out Claudio Castagnoli. Poor Claudio. They're saying after this match, quote, Eddie Kingston is a man who loves wrestling and the people who paved the way in wrestling, but he's the only blabbermouth in AEW who shits on the WWE whenever he gets a chance, who never even worked there. So no, he doesn't.
No shit.
Then the two guys start chopping each other after the match. Instead of shaking hands, they give each other chops back and forth after the match is done. Excalibur is laughing through the whole thing, going, oh, and I wrote, fuck this shit. Then you have sloppy, sweaty Eddie Kingston. He goes up to commentary saying, don't be dumb, watch Dynamite. And then he's flipping off the camera and shit. Bro, you're just turning people off of this shit, and you're not Stone Cold, and you're in no position to take a man's money and do this type of shit and try and go, yeah, let me sell your show. Well, let me flip off RJ City. Fuck. That's how this started. And I wrote, Justin Roberts is an extremely mid-ring announcer. There, I fucking said it. So then to end the pre-show, Tony Khan and Shivani are backstage. It's Tony Khan's birthday, and they update everyone that Mox isn't clear to wrestle, which they would have clearly known well before, so they pulled the old switcheroo, 100%. Oh, well, WWE's done it. I wrote they had awful audio problems at the beginning of this. You couldn't hear what the fucking owner of the company's saying. And Hook and Orange walk up with a bag of chips, and they interrupt Tony's premeditated announcement. So this is what the announcement is. Tony Khan's there to announce that a premeditated announcement that Mox is not cleared to wrestle, but he has but don't worry, Phoenix will still defend the title. So clearly he has a replacement in mind, because what else would he be there to announce for this announcement, right, Hairline? But then Orange walks up with Hook, and then Hook goes, it should be Orange. And then Tony Khan goes, oh yeah, you want the shot? Okay, it's your shot at the belt. So what the fuck were you like? Do you understand what I'm saying, dude? Like, hold on a second. So you went on television. The owner of the company went on television to announce Moxley couldn't compete, but don't worry, Phoenix still has an opponent. And then Hook walks up and goes, hey man, eating chips, it should be Orange, right? And then Tony goes, oh, okay. So you mean to tell me you knew that Mox was injured? You knew, like in kayfabe, Ray Phoenix still going to defend, but you weren't just about to announce the replacement, and Cassidy just convinced you to do it on the fly. This shit is so fucking bad and moronic. Hairline's just sitting there shaking his head with his fucking hands in his head in his hands, bro, because it's just dumb. It just doesn't make fucking sense. It's garbage. And so yeah, dude, and it's irritating. So it is, dude. And Tony eats the chips. He has the chips. I go, this is for children. This is childish crap. Their response to NXT that has compelling storylines laced with legends appearances is throw together random matches with no build and overload the card with matches, and we're the best. It just doesn't work that way, guys. Sorry. So, Hairline, your thoughts on everything I just said, and then we'll get into the actual show itself.
You handled it with me shaking with my hands. And
sorry, I mean, Hairline's just speechless. So the actual show
I didn't
starts
watch that. I saw the option that was all like, you can watch the kickoff, and then you can watch part one, and then you can watch part two. I was like, I'm just gonna go to part one. I was like, I'm not doing the kickoff, bro.
So the show starts off with Christian in the production truck. Very smart of them to open the show with this, because it's a great promo. And he's like, oh, I'm the network. I'm the champion of the network. Pardon me.
It's Collision.
Swerve and Danielson is the opening match. Top rope, catch a vibe. Then I swerve. When I ride, then I swerve. When I drive. I love that shit. I love Nana. I wrote, so two half babyface / half heels are facing off to fight Christian. It is what it is. I wrote first half hour commercial free. I wrote, if they really wanted to stick it to WWE, they should have asked the network for the last half hour of their show commercial free, because they're going to lose this head-to-head battle 10 out of 10 times, but they could have snaked a few viewers away during WWE's commercials during their main event. Dummies. Yeah.
So like All right, here's my initial thing, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Every AEW match is like 35 minutes long, so it's like, what are we gonna get? Fucking the first match is all like was the whole half an hour. To break it down, basically the match lasted 24 minutes, and then Jericho came out, so it was basically fucking all the time was just for fucking Swerve and Bryan, and then Jericho to get squashed. But anyways, man, back to this fucking match. Swerve is getting really over with me, man.
Yeah.
He looks great. His facials are great. He's still slapping his knee too goddamn much, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
But like, whatever, bro. So on commentary, Excalibur almost said Edge. It's just like, oh, you fucking mark, bro.
I wrote fuck yes, a legend, and in my opinion, Swerve is next up. And I wrote this was a great match. Swerve beats Hangman, but then loses to Danielson, though. I wrote this 50-50 booking shit is trash. I get they're progressing the story with Hangman, but for real, they always kill people's momentum. But
Yeah, for sure. So I have two things to say here. The first one, I'm gonna go off what you said. Why is Bryan going over on everyone? You know what I'm saying? Like he was all like, "Oh, I want to come here and I want to put over the young talent and yada yada yada."
Well, okay, I'd be putting him over on everyone, but he'd have been my world champion already. Like, I don't know what the fuck these people are thinking half the fucking time.
I don't know, man. Are they giving him the belt? You know, is that what this is?
I don't know if they ever will. I don't know if he ever wants it. But my whole thing,
the TNT.
Oh, maybe that one. Yeah, I could see something like that happening.
And then the second thing,
because Edge, sorry to cut you off, but Edge and Christian doesn't need a belt. That feud doesn't. There's no title necessary in any of that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're completely right. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. That for sure, bro. And then when Swerve goes back to WWE, bro, do you think he gets to take Nana with him?
Bro, that would be super ideal for me. That would be super.
And the song too, and just all of it. It's all like, holy fuck, what is going on here, dude?
Yeah, well, that's his song because he fucking raps it, so he owns that shit.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he could take it with him to fucking WWE.
This was a solid match though, man, but it is what it is, man. I don't fucking know. But then oh, sorry, go ahead.
So yes, it was a solid match, but like, all right, here's the thing. Fucking last week I watched a death match, right? You know what I'm saying? A fucking Texas death match. And then the week before it was a fucking strat match. And like Bryan keeps on going over and shit. What are we doing?
There's no rhyme or reason, and it's just 50-50 booking, dude. And then it looks like Hangman and Swerve are gonna keep beefing. Okay. Anyways, so a vignette airs for ROH television champion Samoa Joe. This is fucking awesome, of course. It's fucking Joe. Your thoughts on that?
I guess more MJF versus fucking Samoa Joe, even though MJF is beefing with fucking Switchblade, and
yeah,
he's also mad at the Kingdom at 10 pounds of shit in a fucking 2-pound bag, you know.
And then we get Powerhouse Hobbs, the newest member of the whatever family, with Don Callis take on Chris Jericho. And
yeah, dude, at least it's a faction now.
I wrote, this is my only notes. Hobbs killed Jericho. Good. This faction, good. Your thoughts?
Commentary. Tony was all like, yeah, I like Taz. Excalibur, you're okay. that popped the shit out of me. But the match itself, bro, like at least we're finally getting proper big man booking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a lot of people shit on Jericho, you know what I'm saying, that he doesn't put people over, but it's like he just got squashed here, man. Like,
yeah, it was awesome. This was perfect. Yeah, I really like this.
Well, Jericho's
and the Callis family's over with me too. Yeah, these are the guys we need to be serious heaters, fucking people up, you know.
Well, yeah, because it was like 6 weeks of just him and Takesha, you know, and now at least we have an actual fucking faction, you know. I'm assuming Sammy's off television because of his wife, right?
That or he's injured. I think they're saying injured, but he might have just had a kid or something. Who fucking knows?
Sammy, you bought another Nintendo. We need to save money.
Okay, that's not all.
Do you watch their Instagram shit?
No, I don't.
Dude, she's constantly whining about him spending the money on shit he doesn't need to buy. She's always like, we're trying to save money, Sammy. And Sammy's all like, well, yeah, listen here, honey. Tony's paying me really good so I can buy these 82 N64 games.
Yeah, dude, these people just make way more money than is necessary. So footage was shown from earlier in the day from Roderick Strong's humble abode. This wasn't hitting with me whatsoever, and I was just over it, dude. The TV is the devil shit was kind of funny, but I'm over all of this. I don't think it's even funny anymore.
I like it.
They're just doing MJF Adam Cole shit, but with Roddy, and I'm over MJF. I'm over it all, man. Honestly, your thoughts?
Fucking Adam, I need you to mow my lawn. And he's all like, bro, he's like, you got Bennett and Taven right here who aren't injured or anything. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then can we bring up Rick Strong, the giraffe? And then Taven wiggling his neck around like a giraffe, bro. What is this? This is just fucking know. But Roddy made a good point. He said television is the devil, and now we're forced to interact with each other. And Roddy's right, you know what I'm saying? But like, okay, I get it's silly, goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, Roddy, what are you still doing in that gown, bro? You know, like,
yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's getting past the threshold of me of going like, all right, I just like kind of serious angles, and I don't know,
no,
man.
it's not serious at all.
And even people saying like, Breakker. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Well,
So,
what is this leading to?
Nothing. It's gonna lead to fucking Adam Cole. This is what it's gonna lead to. The people in the I'm telling you guys right now, ready? Because I know how AEW works. Okay.
Hit the X Files.
Yes, let me hit my fucking X Files. The people in the devil masks beating up fucking Jay White is Adam Cole, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roddy Strong. And what the swerve is going to be is, even though Adam Cole's shoot hurt or whatever, the swerve is going to be, oh, Cole and Roderick both weren't even hurt this whole fucking time. And they beat down Jay, and they did it to protect MJF. And that's what the fuck it's going to be. Oh, but if he's really injured, how come he wasn't? Because it was fucking Chris Daniels under the mask. Doesn't matter who's under the mask right now. It matters who's under the mask when they reveal who's under the mask, right? It's like the Vince McMahon thing, right? He revealed, right? Like, it doesn't matter until. So I think it's clearly those guys. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be Adam Cole's dressing like the devil, and
I think it's Mustafa Ali. But
do you really think that would be so bad and such just copying WWE? But that is what AEW does too.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh,
I'm sorry for this side thing. I had someone arguing with me earlier on social media that AEW is wrestling and WWE is sports entertainment, and I was all like, so why are they pushing a sports entertainer as like their biggest draw? And
because that's what they want to be. They wish they could be that.
The show opened up with WWE guy versus WWE guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah, dude. And the show ended with fucking 3 WWE guys, man, in the ring together. It is what it is, man. Everyone's like, oh, Edge is so great. Why? Because he worked a psychology match like he would have done in WWE against a big guy. Like, you guys,
I thought they don't like
marks. Yeah, I thought you didn't like WWE, you fucking marks. Like, I'm just over it. So up next, we had Phoenix versus Cassidy. I wrote Cassidy won that belt back, and they don't know how to keep a hot angle going. Ray Phoenix knocked Moxley out, and instead of fucking just waiting for Mox to be ready and having that rematch where people are like, oh shit, is he gonna get knocked out again? Fucking Tony Khan just puts the belt back on Cassidy, further diminishing and making this belt a laughingstock, further making yet another title a laughingstock after at least attempting to have someone reign with it and have it mean something. And this is Tony Khan's answer to John Cena and the fucking Undertaker, boys. What the fuck are we doing here, boys?
Fucking trash, man. So obviously I skipped this match.
Yeah.
And then I just saw that orange one, and it was all like, dude, fucking what did Phoenix? He had that belt for like what, 2 weeks?
A day.
Well, for real though.
I wrote Tony Storm is $10 billion. She premieres a film, Lover's Lament Act 1, and we get a few of these acts throughout the night. She's just fucking brilliant. I feel like the editing team, though, could have done a little bit better as far as adding in, like, when she was mouthing things, they should have added in like the title cards, the subtitle cards, whatever. But either way, Lover's Lament, we got a few acts of this throughout the night. She kept calling it, I premiered my film. These films, like how people used to call films way back in the day. And so I don't know. This was great. She's a $1 billion. Yeah, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I feel like she was just like fucking, she filmed it in her loft with a fancy camera or some shit, and then just like, you know,
gave it to the editors. Yeah, here.
Right, yeah. I don't, God, dude, she's so fucking like those curves, bro. And
yeah,
God, Not to be a simp. I'm sorry, but she's fucking fine, bro.
Yeah, she's
Now
just
that's
so good.
yeah, and it's kind of like what you said. It's because she's natural, you know. It's like Tony Storm in black and white just dancing around is more entertaining than their fucking wrestling
And
matches.
the whole
You know,
rest of
it's
the
like
show, yeah.
it's the same with like fucking like Tony. Like what happens? Like she's for sure gonna go back to WWE when this shit fucking
She
folds,
is
bro.
worth way too much money. I think she's literally ascending to a level of like that gimmick versus a Rhea Ripley or something, dude. Holy
Right.
fuck. Holy, like the modern dominant woman versus the old school throwback film noir damsel in distress. Holy fuck, is that just money right there?
She put the dude's chin up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tits out. So Wardlow versus Matt Sydal. Wardlow just comes out, squashes Sydal in a matter of seconds, TKOs him with power bombs, and this was good shit, pal. Wardlow to WWE confirmed. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, what do you do with him, right? Like, the storyline was always should have been Wardlow after Maxwell gets the title. Wardlow goes after MJF, right? And MJF's got to heel, figure out how to get the fuck away, actually beat this guy this time. But nope. But either way, they're getting him over and he's squashing folk. That's the way to do it. Hairline, your thoughts?
Fucking, this is proper build for a big man, proper build for a monster, and it's great. But the whole thing is we just saw this 2 matches ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like a table spot and then a table spot later on in the show.
Yep.
So it's just like, fuck, man.
It's pointless.
Then,
They undermine themselves constantly.
well, it's just stepping on their own dicks, bro, and like fucking Jesus. At least they're all paid well, bro.
So speaking of paid well, Renee Paquette is backstage with Jericho. So and then Cringe Garcia walks up and Daddy Magic have a taste. And this is all cringe as fuck. These people are all should not be on television. Your thoughts?
I wrote the Jericho somewhat appreciators.
Go
what
ahead.
was that? Let's like logically talk about this. Like, what is this? Fucking Daddy Mac is gonna turn on fucking the dick guy. But I like, okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart. I thought the dick guy was interested in joining the Don Callis family, who absolutely hates Chris Jericho. You know what I'm saying? So like, why did he show all this interest in joining the Don Callis family if he's now, you know, clearly going back to Jericho?
Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Shit makes me smoke. So the Bullet Club Gold Switchblade Jay White takes on the ROH World Six-Man Tag Team Champion Hangman. Yeah, glad they won those belts from Swerve's faction. Hangman Adam Page. I wrote Hangman comes out a second time. Stupid. Unless you're over like Cody Rhodes, you can't be doing shit like that. He faces Jay White. I wrote who better win this match. BCG comes out on tricycles and it's just so good and funny. Thank God Jay won. This was a solid match. I wrote AEW had the better wrestling matches, I would say, because the matches in NXT other than Lola Vice were the shits, in my opinion. So they had 2 solid matches, right? Like, you know, Swerve and Danielson was solid, but like, why the fuck did it go over? And then Jay White and Hangman, I've said it every time, I'll say it a million times. Hangman can cut the promos, he can have the matches. I like him. He fucking gets it in that regard, but I just don't like how he's just all the shit Punk don't like him for. That's what I so
I don't think he can cut promos. He can
I could reiterate it for the millionth time, but yeah, it ain't shit compared to the pops that NXT and the shit NXT did with their show.
So I guess I'll start with my initial problem here is fucking we just gave Christian the TNT title to just fucking start a whole nother storyline of a wrestler carrying around a belt that's not his. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then those tricycles are just a grade A example of how like they can get Tony Khan to spend his money on fucking anything.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Fucking thing.
And then Taz was all like, oh, the ref might disqualify Hangman here. And I was like, Taz, shut the fuck up. A ref has never disqualified anyone once. And then Taz was also talking about how he's a digital golfer, not a real golfer. I wrote in my notes, this match is way too goddamn long. And the match went on 6 minutes after I wrote that. And 6 minutes is basically a WWE match. You know what I'm saying? Prince Nana made his way down to the ring. And I was all like, oh, let me guess, fucking Brian Cage is going to be attacking Hangman later in the show or next week. Or on Collision or Rampage or whatever, right?
Collision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Moving along, my friend. Where were we?
MJF.
So MJF comes out.
Yeah,
So
he came
basically,
out.
these guys walk off. They retreat off. Hangman just chases Nana. MJF comes out. He just cuts a promo. The BCG are out there, and fucking basically everyone on Twitter's melting down on X because there's a war going on in the fucking world. I guess, right? I just
When
I just
isn't
don't want to
there?
get into it. Yeah, but there's like shit going on with Jewish people or whatever. They do like this. So Juice Robinson always knocks people with a roll of quarters, but that's also like the Jew boy story that MJF tells about them throwing the quarters at him. You know what I mean? So then he wrote Friedman on the roll of quarters, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna da 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 da." And now people like fucking TMZ's running stories on this.
Yeah, I saw that.
The fucking Vanity Fair's running story. Like they're running stories like, oh, they did an anti-Semitic fucking storyline. And I'm gonna be real, that is in bad fucking taste. Like, how the fuck didn't anyone think of that? Now I'm not sitting here like I'm not one of these like I understand. Listen, dude, if we're gonna cancel him for that, like you have to cancel Excalibur. He was calling people like racial epithets and racial slurs in PWG as part of storylines and shit. So it's like I'm not saying it's okay or anything. I think it's fucked up, like that they're dumb. They're too dumb to not have the foresight to whatever, right? But I'm not sitting here like it doesn't like it didn't offend me. I can't. It's like if someone made like indigenous jokes that would offend me a different way, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, it it didn't hurt some people's feelings or whatever. But I gotta be honest, dude, and I tweeted it out, X'd it out, that there's a lot of these like WWE Gareth and these accounts, Jobber Nation TV.
Yeah, your boy.
They're going like cancel Dynamite and shit. It's like, come, okay, guys, chill. Like
No,
dude,
cancel Dynamite.
I know you're down. It's like
Get
I
rid of it.
don't want boys I don't want people to not have jobs. That's my whole thing. But I also, man, it's like they should get Tony Khan, like if he's gonna be in there literally talking about unique users on like random review sites and shit, tweeting back to anime profile pics, he's got to respond to this anti-Semitic shit, at least if people are calling for it. Like, it's such an L to do that. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was reading one where he was arguing with the guy going, "You don't even follow me, so why are you tweeting?"
Dude, yeah, we'll read those.
Do you follow Triple H, bro?
It's crazy.
Like, practice what you preach. He probably does follow Triple H.
Probably does, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, moving along in this show though. So the anti-Semitic thing happens. Whatever. They're having a Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal, and Juice Robinson's entered in it, and I don't fucking know who's gonna win it. Probably Juice, right? Like that's what makes sense. He wins MJF's diamond ring, but it's like,
dude,
fuck, man. I just want Jay White to win that belt, and I want them to beat up fucking MJF, and I want them to go feud with like Samoa Joe and real guys, for fuck's sakes. Sorry, MJF's a real guy, but they've turned me off of him, bro. Like for real, in his tweeting,
no, for sure.
He's trying to tweet out and spin the shit, basically making Juice look like a fucking anti. He's like, no, I'm standing up to Jewish hate, and he's just like spinning it, and it's like, okay, so Juice is a fucking is anti-Semitic. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing, man? You guys need to all sit down and have a serious talk about the direction of this company, like right away, like right a fucking way. You know what I mean? Oh, it's cool to say shit and make fat jokes.
Yeah, we can say shit every 10 minutes.
Christ.
All right, so real quick, thank you for Taz explaining what the Triple B stands for. Babyface MJF is whack as fuck. I'm not offended with the fucking the Jew shit. Work, shoot, work, shoot, work. I'm a Polish fucking bohemian German guy, so I can't relate to it. You know what I'm saying? And like definitely don't tolerate any form of racism, guys. But fucking here's what I was offended by. Juice was reading the name of the fucking tourney off his hand. That's what I was offended by. Which I will say I understand why he didn't understand didn't know the fucking name of the tourney, because Tony Khan names everything stupid fucking shit. And then here's like the very last thing. Fucking, if we look at Juice's NXT run, you know what I'm saying? He was basically a fucking hippie. This dude isn't fucking anti-Semitic. He's a fucking pot smoking
No,
fucking.
I don't think he even has any
let's
heat.
all hugs, man.
I don't think he got any heat for any of this because it's not on him. It's bad creative. Like, who the fuck told him to go do that? Or if he thought that was a good idea and Maxwell was like, yeah, then how out of touch could you fucking idiots be? Like, then the heat's on fucking Max if he's like, no, it's okay, guys, or whatever. Like, figure it out. It's just fuck all that. Fuck the offense. Just figure that shit out. It's time. It's a wake up call time, guys. And Tony on here an hour ago is tweeting about Vince McMahon, taking shots at him. Moving along, Saraya takes on Hikaru Shida in a women's world championship match. The match was okay. Saraya's taken a lot of flack online for, I guess she didn't take the German suplex on the apron solid enough.
Good.
And these people just want wrestlers to die. They're marks. They don't care about the wrestlers. I can't wait till Paige is back in WWE. And yeah, dude, she puts over Sheeta, and Sheeta's great, but it is what it is. And then also Timeless Tony Storm runs down, and watch out for the shoe. She clobbers Ruby Soho, chases after her because she tries to get involved, but ultimately Hikaru Shida wins the goddamn title. And I don't know why they just decided to switch it up like this. Obviously, you know, Saraya's the first ever world champion in WWE. Paige is the first ever world champion in WWE and AEW as far as a women's competitor. And it was really smart to put the title on her. But look, dude, they just hot-shotted her for Wembley and then hot-shotted her for this title Tuesday. That's fucking super cringe, man. What are your thoughts?
Hot shot. So I was like, I saw a little boy body come out and I just skipped it all immediately. But I immediately regretted hearing that Tony came out, bro. Because like Tony and then Julia Hart, Jericho, and Pete's are basically what I'm watching for, you know. So just like, fuck, man, I could have saw Tony, you know. The hot shotting, bro. That's stupid. And then I guess to say something positive, like it's awesome that Sheeta was taking care of fucking Paige like that, you know. We're crying that the fucking I don't mean to say this, but it's all like the fake wrestling's fake. Ugh. And it's all like, yeah, you don't say, bro.
Yeah, man. And then up next we had Renee Paquette again with MJF backstage, and he's like, I'm just not in the mood to be interviewed. I want to call my boy and get some advice. He calls Adam Cole. Adam's busy with Roddy. Adam just can't be there for him. I don't care about any of this. The Acclaim walk up to MJF. Caster said he overheard the phone call. Caster's been sussing out being sus with MJF, and they were like, we could team up with you to take on the BCG, and MJF walked away. Daddy Ass told Caster to hold on 1 second. When do you think you could just offer up our services? And what's your infatuation with MJF? Caster's like, we started wrestling together. I've known him 10 years and he's my friend. I think he needs our help. Plus, I like when he plays hard to get. So he's being sus, whatever. I guess they're going to team up. Good for them. They're all AEW homegrowns other than, I guess, Billy Gunn, but at least they're pushing those guys and getting Acclaim doing something more interesting than fucking just fighting jobbers all the time. So I don't know, like points for that, I guess, you know, but yeah, your thoughts on that?
I'm going to be jumping all over the goddamn place here. I'm going to start with fucking when you got me to New Japan, Billy Gunn was a fucking Bullet Club hunter or whatever.
Yep.
And now his kids are in the Bullet Club and it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. What the fuck? This promo, though, more Adam Cole deception and whatnot. I don't know why the Acclaim is like arguing with themselves. That's just kind of discrediting everything. Really quickly here, I just want to go over that Don Callis promo where he was holding up the signs and shit.
Right. Yeah, I think that was like he was ripping off Sammy Guevara's gimmick during the commercial or something like that.
Yeah, but here's what I want to talk about. Fucking Taz goes, why didn't he just say those things? And then Excalibur goes, because in America we're on TBS and we're in picture to picture right now. Commercial audio is playing. Taz, watch the product. Who do you think you are? I hope you have a terrible birthday. And it was like, wow, dude. And then Tony's just backing him up going, yeah, I hope your birthday sucks.
God like, damn it. Fuck them.
Just dude, the fucking Excalibur fucking he snaps sometimes, dog. You can tell he's like the top dog when it comes to commentary.
I know, and it pisses me off. How the fuck is he above Jim Ross and shit? Taking shots at Jim Ross. No, fuck this sock face.
Because
fuck.
Because I'm super good friends with Tony Khan.
Yeah. Dude, that impression is fucking so good. Okay. Main
You're
event
never
time.
getting it again. I love Excalibur.
Main
Milkshakes.
event time. The Rated R superstar, Adam Edge Copeland. I'm just calling him Edge, guys. I am not fucking around with this Adam Copeland shit. I'm sorry.
Don't call him Cope.
Yeah, that's what he called him. He trademarked that, and that's what Excalibur called him. And I'm like, dude, Cope. Yeah, very fitting for what the AEW fans are doing. Very fitting title for this episode of fucking AEW Dynamite. Because
for real though.
Jesus
like,
Christ,
you can't make this up, bro.
Yeah, dude. And so we read the Dynamite viewers before, so it was well over 900,000. They crushed in the key demo. Dynamite hit 600,000. Hairline, one of their lowest ever rated Dynamites, and buried in the key demo. And Tony's just having a fucking Adderall fit on YouTube, Twitter, going crazy on everyone. And yeah, man, I can't wait to read some of these tweets because he is going hard on a lot of people. But it's main event time. Edge takes on, dude, yes, he's taking on Luchasaurus with TNT champion Christian Cage.
Define going hard, bro.
We'll get thumbs.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah,
his thumbs are sore. His thumbs are definitely sore. So before the match, Christian Cage says he is not Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne's leader. He's their father. Christian asked why Edge didn't want to help when he was getting held back a few years ago and Edge was being pushed to the moon. He said, "You need me and I don't need you, but I can't say I blame you for being a fan. I have a lot of fans around the world. In fact, I know your wife Beth is a huge fan, and like I hope she gets the sheets ready because daddy's coming home or whatever." I don't know. Edge runs in the ring. That shit was awesome. Nick Wayne grabs Edge. Nick Wayne's just like, get him the fuck out. What the fuck, man?
I don't know. Get him a pterodactyl mask. That's what I want. Or a stegosaurus tail.
Leave it alone. Bro,
no.
Just think about like, dog, you got Wardlow. You got all these guys, man. And this is the fucking young blood you're choosing to push. Look at Bron Breakker. People are trying to cope. Oh, Bron Breakker got buried by Undertaker. Bro, what just happened to Nick Wayne? Edge just beat a fucking up-and-coming guy. And also Danielson just beat an up-and-coming guy on this show.
Oh, that's different.
And fucking, yeah, dude, like Nick Wayne's over here fucking getting in brawls with all these. What the fuck, you guys? Like,
Nick Wayne's fucking Ultimate Warrior. God.
Him and Yuta are both in the same shit. Like, it's so fucking dumb. So, anyways, though, it was just Edge selling. So again, we hate WWE. This match was super slow paced and nothing. All it was Edge selling and building up to his final flurry of good moves and his little bit of instances where he shows like he has hope, and it's him selling the shit out of his whole life and soul for this big guy, and then eventually eking out the win. Right? So this is WWE. This is called good psychology. Again, you guys hate WWE so much, then what the fuck was this? Edge just came in there and did WWE, and it was great. This match, but he took crazy shit. He took a lariat to the back of the head. He took a tombstone pile driver. Sketchy, but whatever. Obviously, he fucks with Luchasaurus. I fuck with Luchasaurus. And then we'll get into the afterbirth after, because that's a whole other thing I just want to talk about. So, all right, your thoughts on the match?
I was like, wow, Edge is fucking injured already. It took one fucking match. Jesus.
Yeah, it's just so funny how these marks don't fucking, like, you guys fucking love WWE deep down, and so does AEW. And you guys are just like, oh, fucking WWE sucks. But then look at this. What the fuck was this, man? This is how Edge would have wrestled Kane if they were in a match on a fucking SmackDown. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? The WWE shit is what works. This is the only like good match on the card. No, sorry. They had solid matches, but the logistics behind Danielson winning was dumb. And then the logistics behind fucking Hangman and just everything they're doing, that's all shitty. But the matches are like the work solid, whatever. But then like this match, okay, there's a good story and it's solid work and solid psychology. Thank fuck, Sorry, you go ahead.
So I just want to say I'm glad to hear that Rick and Morty is back for season 4.
Yeah, dude, like this is just TBS going, hey, I know, we'll put a fucking Rick and Morty ad on these assholes fucking show and try and get some nerds to watch some more cartoons. Like, holy fuck.
I'll gladly watch Rick and Morty though. That's good shit. I'm sorry to be a piece of shit here, but how do you feel about both shows ending with spears in the main events.
No comment. No fucking comment. Edge is allowed to spear whoever he wants. I'm cool with that. So is Roman. After that, we got to talk about it. But
yeah, let's just get to the afterbirth then.
okay, yeah. I mean, so basically, a million people ran out who had nothing to do with any of this shit other than Danielson randomly has a match with Christian after he jobbed Swerve, who just beat fucking Hangman, who
Yeah, Swerve's there.
but Daniel Garcia tapped out fucking Bryan. So do this math somehow and figure out who's who in this company. Yeah, bro. So a bunch of people run out. Everyone's brawling. It's so shitty. You have Edge just laying there watching people do stuff all around him. And then the show ends with Danielson tapping out Christian with Edge just laying there on the ground watching. Meanwhile, Edge had the crowd going ape shit for his finish, and then his music hit, and you could have just ran the show. But Tony Khan had a 10-minute overlay. So he just sent everyone out to brawl. And now the Blackpool Combat Club, who stab people, slam them on beds of nails, beat them down, pluck their eyes out. All of a sudden, they're just baby faces helping Edge because they're baby faces now. This show fucking sucks fucking dick. It's garbage.
Like Shotzi.
Yeah, dude. It's
all right, hold on.
Listen, it's literally glorified TNA. And if there wasn't a bullet, if there wasn't a dagger in the heart before, no, I said glorified TNA.
Okay.
Overhyped TNA. So if this wasn't a dagger in the heart before, like it's done, dude. This was the execution. And then we're going to read some Tony Khan shit on X. Your thoughts on that and your thoughts on that's what Tony Khan did to fight back against NXT. Your thoughts on all that.
So what the fuck does the Boom Club have to do with any of this? Like logically, like explain it to me. Like
Danielson, this is why. Because as of tonight, Danielson is fighting Christian for the TNT title.
So save Edge? I don't...
Bro,
they're heels.
I know, dude, but now they're not. I guess.
And then Swerve was down there, and it was just like Swerve and Paige were fucking no-selling their punches to each other, and it was just all like, dude, God, dude, everyone was just selling each other.
Bruh, it was garbage. So Tony Khan fucking snapped. So let's just type in, I'm surprised he never responded to me. I did quote tweet him a couple times.
Oh, you know he read it. And he was, I might leave the Discord if this doesn't stop.
Yeah. So this guy says the difference is that, okay, so let's read some of this shit. Like he's out here responding to Wrestle Ops and shit. The peak viewership segment of each program that went head to head last night took place in the opening quarter. Okay, whatever. This guy says the difference is that Vince McMahon has the power and influence to take them cheap shots. He's earned the right to make them. Tony Khan is Vince if you order him from Temu. You can't shop like a billionaire, but you'll get the cheapest that's doing so. Okay. And then Tony Khan goes, yes, Vince has allegedly used his power and influence to shoot a lot of shots. That's within this hour. He tweeted that. He's unhinged right now, bro.
And Thank you.
Listen to Tony Khan.
He hasn't used his power to dance on TV with fucking the dick wiggler.
So
and now
Tony Khan.
The following week, he's out there dancing with fucking Cesaro.
He says, thank you all who watched AEW on AEW. On any other Wednesday, AEW Dynamite would be on TBS now. Thanks to you, AEW wrestlers plus staff. We've come so far from a startup in a parking lot. We all teamed up to put on a great show last night. Bro, Tony Khan. Now he's trying to pretend he's this little indie, po little me Pomoto. He's a fucking billionaire who a startup in a parking lot. You mean the 10,000 people who showed up to All In at that fucking event with Nick Aldis and Cody? Like, you mean that small little startup? Bro, this is unhinged.
I think he's talking about when Jericho and like Kenny Omega first challenged each other. That was in a parking lot.
Listen, bro, I'm about to punch my fucking computer screen. If you,
yeah, can you screen share?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, do that.
So I'm gonna keep reading some of these for sure.
Don't punch your monitor though.
Yeah, I need that shit. But I'm just saying, like, Jesus. You know, he's thanking people this Christmas coming. Okay, they're donating toys.
No, that's awesome. Yeah,
Listen to this. Did anyone else feel like that close to Dynamite was near perfection? Every storyline colliding at once with Danielson making cage tap in the middle of ring. That was an epic shot. Consider me invested. Bro,
reposted.
What the fuck? Yes, Tony reposted that. Bro, no. With every storyline happening at the same time. Oh my God.
The replies.
Oh my God. This is within this hour. At Tony Khan. This is not a war. NXT 1.4 million. AEW 650,000. That's what Bryan Alvarez tweeted out. And then Tony Khan responds, I must have missed it when Bryan tweeted that.
No, you didn't.
Jesus. Enjoy this ratio, Tony. I will enjoy this ratio, Dan. Thank you. Hey, Tony Khan, something I noticed as I was type out hashtag AEW Dynamite is that it wouldn't be the first thing that comes up. Instead, the incorrect spelling Dynamite would. I don't know what the exact impact of this is, but I'm sure it affects social media overall trends. Oh my God, it's because idiots can't spell.
Fuck, I need to make sure I'm spelling it right. Fuck. I might be part of that. Shit.
Because idiots can't spell, you fucking idiot, bro. And then look, dude, he has screen shares of it like it's a fucking conspiracy. Yeah, bro. Elon, let me X-Files you.
He's all like, this is the truth.
Elon Musk is fucking shadow banning Dynamite. And then listen to fucking Tony Khan response to this and goes, yes,
his voice.
It happens. Yeah. Yes, it happens to me too every week. I'm not sure why, but it's a good question. Bro, because these fucking fans don't know how to spell. It's called a typo, bro. You never heard of this before? It's happened a billion fucking times, and you're going to feed into this fucking, it's a literal conspiracy. This guy's got screen grabs of, it's not the first thing that comes up. Yeah, it happens to me every time too. Yeah, guess who it doesn't happen to every time, Tony Khan? Me. And guess why? Because I write Dynamite fucking properly. What the fuck? Christ in heaven. Retweeting people who suffered strokes, like fan love and shit.
That's the best part.
This was the one that made me laugh harder than fucking anything. So shout out at the Weidmanator who fucking, this was so funny.
It's pretty wide.
It's just, this shit popped me harder than anything. Tony Khan goes, thank you all who watched AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday last night. I thought last night was one of our best shows that we've ever done. The fans in Kansas City were tremendous. The wrestling was great. And last night was the best birthday that I've ever had. Thanks to all of you.
Thanks, guys.
And this guy responds at the Weidmanator. He just says, we were watching NXT, big dog. That pops me so hard. I don't know why, man. He's like, we were watching NXT, big dog. And then Tony Khan responds, then I wasn't talking to you. And you don't even follow me, so why reply? And then it's Roddy Strong spinning around going, who gives a fuck? Bro, I'm literally in tears crying. It's so funny. He just shouldn't be responding to this shit, dude.
Hasn't he spent the past fucking 48 hours replying to a bunch of people he doesn't follow?
Yes, dude. So yes. Like, and he's a billionaire. Like, oh man, I'm literally crying. And then listen to this. Here's the conspiracy theory. The review bombing of NXT today is insane. 10 out of 10, great show by bots. First off, review bombing goes both ways. So there's review bombing for negative shit and bad shit. Who gives a fuck? And it's on cagematch.net. Cagematch.net is the fucking, has taken as many L's as Meltzer. So somebody uses this fucking AI picture of Shawn Michaels smoking a cigar with a plaque that says Booker of the Year. And then fucking this person responds to this account saying seethe. So listen to what I'm saying, man. This person tweets out randomly, the review bombing of NXT today is insane. Someone responds and goes seethe, right? And then Tony Khan responds. This guy's a fucking billionaire. He responds to a random person with a Joshi profile picture, literally, and goes, actually, I'm pretty sure that last night blew whatever chance he had at winning that award. So he's fucking, bro, he just took shots at fucking HBK, at WWE, and these people are so fucking delusional. They think that was a goddamn good show. Bro, I shat all over NXT, so no one can call me a shill whatsoever. I'm sick of this. Oh, shill shit. No. I shat all over NXT. I'm shitting all over this too. And I put over some of AEW. I put over some of NXT. So I'm not going to listen to this shit. But to say that was a great show and all this shit, and for him to be like, oh, we just blew that out of the water. Bro, Cena's promo alone bodied everything you could have ever done on that show, period. Here's another person. Literally, this is like a conspiracy propaganda. Now, Tony Khan, the conspiracy. I do come Alex Jones, Tony Jones. The mid/negative reviews are interesting. Some of these 10 out of 10s are just listing off the main event stars who showed up. Bizarre. How the fuck is that bizarre, bro? That was the shit that was over with everyone. Almost 1 million people tuned in to fucking watch Undertaker and John Cena and shit. This is the dumbest fucking group of fucking morons I've ever encountered in my fucking life, dude. This is insane. And then Tony goes, and then Tony supports this by going, and then on the Title Tuesday Dynamite reviews, amidst scores 1s and 3s, 2 totally unique users who are definitely not both the same person use the very common expression, shows how bad he is at being a normal person, on the same day reviewing the same show. Bro, you are in. Log the fuck off of fuck. Hairline is literally face palming.
You're rich, bro. How do you give a fuck,
bro?
God. Dude, he's so insecure.
Tony, boats and hoes. Hire someone to do your Twitter. For fuck's sakes, man. Oh boy. And then he did the toys. Congrats him.
They're kind of bullying him, because he's such a dork.
Bro, and then he called.
I'm feeling bad for him.
And then he called Triple H a bald asshole, and then he's crying about fucking. And then after he's going like, "Oh, we can be nice, without taking shots," and it's like, "Yeah, well, practice what you preach, fucking idiot."
It's such a fucking mark.
They're lucky though that Cope is like Edge's new thing because everyone's searching AEW Cope and it's like all just Edge shit coming up. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, there's just crazy amounts of Cope.
No shit, that's pretty genius, actually, dude.
But this legendary piece of Cope that Hairline sent to me. Congratulations. This is from AEW Wrestling Uncensored on Facebook, I assume. Congratulations to all the WWE fans out there. You're still E-drones, but congratulations. You won the meaningless ratings war last night. But the reason why everyone's going, not even we, I'm just laughing at the shit. But the reason why people are going hard, though, Hairline, and this is because if they had have beat WWE, they'd have been the most toxic, insufferable assholes of all time.
Maybe
it's
awful,
karma,
bro.
bitch. It's just karma. You're just getting what you reap, what you sow. Even though, let's be honest, it took the heavy hitters of the main roster and a retired, washed-up Undertaker appearance to do it. Fuck you for calling the Undertaker washed up. Go fuck yourself. And then this guy goes, the heavy hitters of the main roster. So what was AEW's show? So Jericho, Edge, Christian, fucking MJF, Jay White. So those aren't heavy hitters? That's not their heavy hitters? Are you sure they're just not making bad TV? So that's just hypocritical and dumb. That's literally redundant and dumb and pathetic to even say that. You guys know that you couldn't do it with just the simple NXT roster as is, and they had to call out half the damn main roster to get it done. Who cares? And they have main roster people on NXT all the time. And who gives a shit? Like, this is what we mean, dude. You can't. So do you want to be competition or not? This is the sorest loser shit I've ever seen, dude. They never claimed they could get it done with just the NXT roster. Anyways, meanwhile, Dynamite ran as a normal Wednesday night show. No, that's not true. They billed it as the biggest Dynamite of all time. They had a 10-minute overlay. They did a pre-show for it. They did all of these motherfucking things to try and make this the biggest ever. Half hour, no commercial. So no, that's a lie. It wasn't a normal Dynamite whatsoever. It's the complete opposite. So they go, no special cameos. Yeah, you guys don't have anyone. And Sting's not a mark. He's not going to show up for your goofy Tuesday Night War. No special debuts. Yeah, okay. No, neither did WWE. And like they don't have anyone to debut. Nothing out of the ordinary of a Dynamite show. Yeah, there was a whole pre-show, idiot. But hey, you guys got a bigger rating, claps all around for you guys. Just proves there's a section of wrestling fans out there that enjoy entertainment over in-ring wrestling. Fucking so marked. Enjoy talking segments over action-packed matches. Yeah, well, okay. Enjoy this thing. Like, these fucking goofballs always talk like, no, we're better and smarter and we're more intelligent and we get it. Then why the fuck isn't it hotter than what the fuck WWE's doing? Why is talking more stimulating for people than your bullshit action-packed matches? Why
is Tony Storm not talking and just fucking dancing around?
Like more intriguing than your guys' storylines? Because it's entertainment, you fucking marks. Enjoy talking over. Okay, MJF's promo with Adam Cole, their highest rated shit. It's not them wrestling. It's them doing goofy shit, cutting promos. Pat yourselves on the back. You're an entertainment company. Leave the wrestling to All Elite Wrestling. Enjoy the Yeah, that's just by far the cringiest, dumbest fucking. And Tony Khan being unhinged like this is just supporting and galvanizing and supporting these people to keep just being like
fucking marks.
It's just bad for business, guys, at the end of the day. And I just want to see Edge. Like, everyone's like, oh, you want AEW? Why do you watch it? Because I want to see Edge go make 10 million. I want him to see him make $3 million and then turn it into 10 million and have houses full of 15,000 fucking people. And I want to see AEW beating WWE in the ratings and people going, holy fuck, man, this is really what's better. This is all so good. The reason, here's the thing. Oh, WCW. Yeah, dude, TNA got roasted. And when it was hot, people said it was hot. WCW got roasted. Granted, there was no forums, there was no like Twitter the way there is now, but WCW got fucking roasted at the end. But when WCW was doing better, people acknowledged it was doing fucking better, and vice versa. It was valid. It was like, okay, Hulk Hogan's over here, the house is packed, they're filling the garbage with ring. They're filling the ring with garbage, and fucking because there's so much heat. And over here,
they got the garbage with
over here they got the Rock and Stone Cold and all this shit that I love too. AEW's not doing that. It's just it's like not that. It's not competing. It's not living up to the hype, and therefore it gets roasted, and y'all can't handle that, and it can't be compared because it's not the same thing. But anyways, guys, we got to wrap up the show. We went extra long for you motherfuckers. Yeah, make sure you check out the Patreon. Shout out our patrons: Mark Q the Mark, Ashley V, Ricardo Rico Rodriguez. Shout you
my
guys
manager.
out. Yes, it's great to have Hairline back for a full motherfucking episode. Make sure you check out. Back. Yeah, good, man. It's you're looking well, you're doing well, you're sounding well, and I can't wait to talk to you guys in the Discord. We're more active in there. Check us out on Patreon, as we said, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share this shit. Thanks for everyone turning out in the live too. This is fucking crazy, man. We love you guys. Phil was here. I am out. Yeah.
So Hairline, I'm gonna head to the upside down now.
Hairline is out. Yeah.
I'm looking for my son, Will.
Hopper.
I don't know where he is.
Conan, Hopper. I need Conan or Hopper. I need Hopper or Conan or Hairline. Hairline.